Killer Wicked Podcast episode we think is going to be 2. Time attack.
Welcome to the Super Killer Wicked Podcast. On episode 2, we're going to do a highlight reel and recap of Angevaare Motorsports' trip to Gridlife, Mid-Ohio this past season. We're going to hear from Brad, Rob, and Tonka's experience at their first Gridlife festival and my sort of having never been to a Gridlife event questions for them. I hope you enjoy, and thank you very much for watching.
Gridlife.
Welcome back, gentlemen.
Okay.
Ladies and germs.
Welcome back to the podcast.
Wednesday.
It's us again.
Is it Wednesday?
Brad
It's Wednesday.
Braden.
Robert.
Robert, it's Tonka.
and Tonka. So tonight we are going to kind of reminisce and
Take me
talk
back.
about the our big Gridlife event.
I can talk
The green
about the
bastard
big
head south.
editing session that was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Scully wasn't there in real life, but he was there almost in real life because he basically got to be there in real life through the footage.
Yeah.
I just thought of this. You probably have questions.
You
about
probably do
things
have
you
questions,
saw
and I would be
while
more than
editing.
happy to answer you, unless they have something to do with red pants. I cannot answer any
What
further
about
questions.
checker flags?
Checker flags.
Yeah, just the ones they wave across the finish line.
Well, some of them are on flagpoles.
All right, that's enough.
Anyway, which one was it
I think
again?
blue.
We had a
So-
bit of a mix-up with the buttons earlier.
Yeah,
And bears.
big mix-up.
Yeah, Scully and a bear. Long story. Anyways, carry on.
So,
Gridlife Mid-O.
Gridlife,
was
Mid-Ohio,
Start it from the bottom.
2025, big first time. Well, Green Bastard's first time across the border. Angevaare Motorsports' first time across the border.
As a
Situationally,
as
like,
a crew.
as a crew, as a squad, as a race team.
We did have a minor setback before we left. I don't know if anybody remembers that.
Oh, the accident
The
out
dump
here.
truck and the old people
That
that
was
thought it was a good
crazy.
idea
It was
to play
insane.
bumper cars at
Yeah.
90 miles an hour.
8,000 cars being routed through this
Yeah.
area.
Remember
and-
the transport truck trying to do a 3-point turn
yeah,
in
full,
front of our
full
RV?
of those great big rocks. I can't get out here now.
Yeah, shocking.
So we had about a 3-hour delay leaving the parking lot.
Yeah, but
But
it's all good.
it was
We were in no
fantastic.
rush.
I was in a rush.
To get across the border.
I love
So,
America.
You couldn't wait to get to America.
I love America. Second
So-
greatest place on earth.
Sorry?
What's the first?
Yeah, what is the
My
first?
bed where I'm sleeping.
Driver's seat of the Pink Flamingo.
No, it was getting uncomfy.
Yeah, it was gross, dude. It smelled like farts.
Springs up your ass.
No
From the
springs.
seat.
No, there was none left. They all fell through the floor.
So, I mean, day one of our adventure was what, a Wednesday.
Yeah.
Our only goal was to get across the border. We didn't leave super early because we didn't want to be in too much of a rush. We had the setback, but I think we're crossing the border like mid-afternoon
That's what it looks like from the footage.
kind of thing.
yeah.
Because then
Yeah.
we got a couple hours from the border.
Yeah, we stopped
For
at
dinner.
PA and dinner.
Yeah,
Where was that? Well, yeah, we were in Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania,
Remember
right,
that-
befo-
remember
right
that
before
pub
Ohio.
type thing that we stopped at? And the RV was on a 45-degree
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
the-
dinner spot, the first
Yeah.
spot we
Wicked
stopped at.
parking lot.
Yeah,
Oh my
it's
god,
like
this
A
thing's
car
gonna
would
tip
go
over.
by.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
So,
that
yeah,
was all right. It was
cool.
good food.
It was
Like
good
yeah.
food.
it was a little like
And then we,
hillbilly diner for
Yeah.
sure, but
yeah, it was awesome.
it was good.
Sounded good.
Erica wanted to go there because what'd they have? They had some great wine or something, and then we realized
No, we
they
were
didn't
trying
even
to
have
go.
wine.
No, yeah, we were trying to go to the winery or whatever.
Right, and we couldn't.
but it was closed, and we're like, there's also no way we're driving down a single lane dirt road to find out their parking lots for motorcycles. So,
right,
We almost did
Right.
find that out when
No.
we went to the shop.
right. Shop.
but so
we
day
chopped.
one wasn't crazy. We made it. Well, luckily we made it across the border with literally no problems. Like,
Yeah.
well,
It
we
was
were
perfect.
panicking because
It was
right before
perfect.
the border we realized, like, oh wait, Rob forgot to give us all that paperwork. So,
Insurance,
So
ownership.
you were driving, and I was texting him to try to figure it out, and we were running out of time to the border. Like, we swapped right on the road to the border. Anyway, we get to the border, and the guy's like, "Can I have the ownership?" It's like, well,
No,
we-
not on the way. Not on the way there. He didn't ask for anything. The way there, they
Oh
didn't.
right,
give
no,
a
but
fuck.
we
Frig.
assumed they were gonna ask, so we were all panicked about it, and then I'm still texting Rob at the border.
Yeah,
like
'cause
we're
it's like-
like, and at that point I would have already liked to be in airplane mode, not worry about roaming because I'm too poor to afford a cross-border plan. And
Gotcha,
but so we're panicking, and then we get to the border, and the dude's just like, where are you going? It's like, Ohio. He goes, how many people are in there? 5.
Yeah, he.
Okay, have fun.
Yeah, literally.
It was like, wait, what?
Nobody came to the window. I handed them the passports. He looked at them for, I don't know, 4 seconds maybe, and just.
I don't
"Where
even
are you
think he
going?"
opened any of them. He just looked at the top one.
Did
Yeah.
they even look in the trailer?
Nope.
Like, the
No,
cars in?
didn't look
I
at
don't even know
anything
if,
on the way
and,
there.
Okay, when we got through the gate, you could see him in the rear view poke his head out. He probably literally had the thought of, I didn't even notice they had a trailer behind them.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I
Like,
shit you not.
guaranteed
Like,
that's
it
what
was
happened.
smaller than the RV, right? So
Yeah.
it probably just kind of
Right, so
The,
At a quick
the RV is
glance-
wider,
yeah.
then all of a sudden here we go through with a trailer and everything. and
70,
you kinda
70 feet of us.
went, so
Hey,
Yeah, but on the way back, like on the way home, it was like polar opposite. The guy's like, I need paperwork for the car in the trailer, the motorhome. Everybody needs to come to the window, and I need to see.
I mean,
their
you make it
face.
sound aggressive. He was
Yeah,
like,
but
it was
that's-
still super easy.
Yeah, doing his job, and
Yeah.
like we're making jokes. So I was like, "Oh, Rob's got a bundle of grapes in his ass," because like you're
Yeah.
not allowed to bring
does it?
fresh.
You made
well,
that joke going over the border,
Yes.
at the track, and coming back.
Yes.
I heard
About the
it 3
grapes?
times.
Yeah.
It's wine now.
And then the
All
best.
right.
Do you have any?
Fermented.
Do you have any weapons, tobacco, or alcohol? And you're like, just a bunch of Mountain Dews. And the guy looked at you thinking like,
You're a weirdo.
Mountain Dew is an alcoholic. And
The
really,
one
meanwhile,
talk
it's
I
like,
had, Art.
no, the alcoholic Mountain Dews, and buy a bunch, like an entire
Fridge.
underfloor cubby of it. Like,
Correct.
we had 1,000 pounds of Mountain Dew under there.
I think I
And
had.
400 pounds of pickles.
I don't fully remember exactly. I think I had 18 jars of pickles and like 9 cases, like 12 packs of hard Mountain Dews.
No, they were
Pickles.
all 2-4s.
No, they were 12 packs.
Are you sure?
Yeah, they only come in 12 packs. Buddy, trust me.
I thought you got the big case.
No, it just comes
Okay,
in like
but
a
anyway.
flat. But yeah. But pickles, oh my god.
Oh my god.
Dill pickle ranch, dill pickle ketchup, dill pickle
You
mustard.
have a pickle obsession?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love
Yeah.
pickles.
Speaking of which, that might end up when we go back to an American event, we're gonna that day start our pickle segment.
I can't
So
wait.
we're gonna pick up a bunch of pickles, and then
You're
from
gonna-
there on for probably like 10 episodes, because you'll have enough.
10 years.
You get to
You're gonna
review
review
pickles on every podcast after
Perfect.
that.
You guys,
It's going to be your segment.
We're gonna have to get
like
another
call
fridge.
it Tonka's Pickle
I know.
Corner.
We're gonna have to get
Just a
another
pickle
camera.
fridge.
Yeah.
We're going to have to get another mezzanine. Do
another mezzanine.
But anyway, so
You're gonna have to buy me another Corvette.
you have a small box?
All right.
Okay, give me a hit.
Okay, so
So-
dinner in Pennsylvania on the road again.
then our only goal was to get as close to Summit we could get, and then
Correct.
sleep. So we slept in a Walmart that was like 5 minutes from Summit Racing.
Yeah, and it was pretty entertaining because we got to Walmart.
Because in the States,
We
you
went
can-
into Walmart.
In the States, you can camp over in Walmart.
Yeah.
You are allowed to
Yeah.
boondock.
Well, you can here,
they're
too.
huge.
No, they are cracking down pretty
Yeah,
hard.
they're cracking
There's
down.
a lot of
Yeah.
places you cannot boondocking.
Like
I
when
mean,
we
in general, but like more
Yeah.
and more popping up. But like in the States, it's still pretty open. Whereas like,
Yeah,
at-
'cause America's better.
Chemong Road, you cannot boondock on.
really
Yeah.
weird. When we all went to Wasaga for that car show, what
Yeah.
was it called?
H2O
something
H2OI
or
or whatever.
Yeah. we took the citation and remember that?
Climation.
Yeah, we went down and we stayed in Walmart parking lot. The girl goes, "Yeah, as long as you buy something." I was like, "Okay." So I
Yeah.
went in and bought a bag of ice and a cup.
Perfect.
Got drunk in the parking lot at Walmart.
Yeah.
Had a comfy
Yeah.
spot.
Well,
to
even
sleep.
like when Cam and I were in Alberta in that Kia, we had to hide it in the train station parking lot to have somewhere to camp.
That's hilarious.
Like
yeah.
kind of hid it back by like
Two
a
dudes in a
security
Kia.
vehicle.
Yeah.
That's a whole
That's
other.
almost-
That's
We
another
could-
episode.
We could do a whole episode about 2 dudes in a Kia.
That's almost worth
Hey,
the 2
yo.
dudes in the alley.
Yeah.
Okay, Walmart.
Yes, Walmart.
We
So
were
we-
in Ohio at that
So
point.
we spent way too long in Walmart, just so entertained.
That was the next day.
No, like all.
We went shopping the next day.
Oh, you're right. We got because by the
Remember
time
we
we ate
got
dinner,
set
and everything
up?
it was pretty late. So all we did was we got gas and then parked
Mm-hmm.
and slept. It was right. It was in the morning. So first thing in the morning, we got up and went in to do our grocery run, and then had way too much fun in the Walmart.
every single time.
Yeah.
Went
And then
to
we went to
Summit.
Summit because
Had a
our
pile of
only
fun at
goal for
Summit.
the
Summit
second
was
day.
cool.
So the second day was the Thursday, and the only goal for that day was get parked at the track and tech the car.
Summit
Tech.
first.
Well, like, but the reason we went a day early was to go to
Yes.
Summit. But all we had to do was go to get groceries, go to Summit, and get to the track in time to get a parking spot and tech the car at like 7 o'clock at night. So we had literally all day.
And while we were in Summit, Connie and I were just waiting at the exit. You guys were going through with your purchases, talking to these two old farts.
You and Connie were.
Yeah, and we just get talking, and you're in Summit, and then you talk about the weather, that it was, we just left Ontario, and it was like 42 degrees. Oh, Ontario, that's Canada. Yeah, the old guy says. He goes, do you know Rice Lake?
Oh, no way.
I said, yeah, like we go boating there all the time. Oh, when I was younger, I went fishing and everything. My family had a cottage on Rice Lake. What a coincidence.
Randomly knows nothing about Canada other than that he used to visit Rice Lake, and it happened to be 10 minutes from us.
Yeah. That was kind of funny.
funny.
Then the guys started talking. They got into some technical stuff about.
Weren't they drag racers?
Yeah, they're drag racers.
Yeah.
So old school, and
1970
slam some
technology
gears
called.
and 1100 horsepower. And
My 350 small block could lift the tires on any asphalt.
Lift
yeah,
your
right.
TV up.
boil that RTV right out of those
Oh, yeah.
head gaskets. So that was kind of funny at Summit, but Summit was kind of cool. It was cool.
Summit's sick.
If we had endless,
Summit is like literally Costco for specifically aftermarket car parts.
yeah.
Correct. And Killer Wicked RC cars.
Killer
Yeah, you
super,
guys
super
got,
killer wicked RC cars.
So
So
RC cars.
Bradley and Erica were like over like kind of being weirdos, hiding from me, talking about something, and I was like, huh, what are those dickheads doing? Because I was in La La Land like I always am. And then I like walk over and Brad's like, do you want to see what I got? And I was like,
well, okay,
obviously.
because it did start very innocently by like so Lossy, however you want to say it, the RC car brand.
Cigarette.
I already knew about this, was releasing a new micro scale RC. But like as far as I knew, they were kind of expensive for what they were and not available yet. As in like they were like $350 not available yet in Canada. So I'm walking through Summit and all of a sudden they have a display case of RC cars. So obviously I stopped to look. And boom, there it is sitting on the shelf for like $145 American or
Yeah,
something.
So it's
They were
like
129.
7,000 though.
Yeah, so still like $2 million Canadian, but on paper it was cheap. So
On Erica's Visa, it was cheap.
right. But so all I did was tell Erica like, hey, that's really awesome. Like this is the car have been waiting a few months for, and they're kind of being slow about making them like mainstream in Canada. She's like, oh, like you really want one? And I'm like, well, kind of like it, because I have that little RC crawler truck, and like I had this whole idea of having a full 1/24 scale setup. Anyway, the conversation came and went. We walk away, getting distracted. Next, you know, she comes over with a dumb look on her face, holding way too big of a bag for the T-shirt she bought.
Yes.
And she's like,
you and I are looking at like headers or something
right,
for something we don't
And then
know.
I'm like, okay, what do you got up your sleeve here? She goes, okay, I'll just show you now. So she opens the bag, and so she gifted me one, which was awesome.
And then you're like, well, you have to buy one now.
And then immediately Tonka was jealous, so he's like, well,
crying.
I want one of those. It's like, get one then. So then you got one, and then we spent, an hour in the parking lot jumping them over the curbs and everything.
Yeah.
You almost got yours run over by that random unloaded transport truck came flying out of the
Yeah, the
no.
guy's doing like 40 miles an hour through the Summit parking lot, and like
was
it's
like,
not
where
a
did
small parking lot, but it's not huge. And Buddy just like blows by us. There's like trucks, cars, and trailers lined up, and then RVs and like campers and stuff lined up the
And
whole side of the curb.
you
And
know
this
what was
guy's just
sick?
like humming down, and I'm like, what the
The
fuck?
parking lot was actually set up so cool because they had the tiny little section for cars,
Yeah.
and the rest of the parking lot was this big pull-through loop with parking spots for truck and trailers, because
Like
they know
they know.
90% of people here are probably on their way somewhere with their race car and picking up spare parts or have a trailer to bring home
could
their
have
crate
actually
motor
camped
and
there.
things
You
like
could
that,
have
right?
Camp there, yeah.
Well, that's
That
what
would've been fun as well.
One of them looked like they might have been, but
That
anyway,
yellow S2000, I think they for sure were sleeping there.
yeah, so,
Like they had like jacks down on their trailer, and like it was like
They were
that's,
hanging.
that's been there for more than 5 minutes.
Right.
If we knew that, we probably would have just slept at.
Yeah, that
Summit,
would've
but I
been
mean,
sick.
parking at Walmart worked out well for the groceries. But
the
anyway, so
pickles.
then it's 2 million degrees outside, and we're out running around like little kids chasing after our tiny RC cars, almost get killed by the truck, and then it was time to embark to the track. We had like a 2-hour drive, if even, to the track.
Yeah, maybe it was like we were in
And
Cleveland or something. Like we were just
yeah,
outside of
we
Cleveland.
were in like we were at the summit in
Cleveland,
Cleveland and needed to go to wherever Mid Ohio is.
in the middle of Ohio.
Yeah, I totally forget.
It's not in the middle though. It's like
It is
I
kind of
think it's-
cockeyed off to one side.
Well,
Yeah.
I think it's isn't it
You
middle
say
east
cock.
to west? It's just not the middle north to south. Like it's very north, but it is kind of.
yeah, maybe I don't know.
Anyway, who
I'd have to
cares?
look at a map.
Who cares?
Do you know how to read a map?
No.
No, neither do I.
That's what Google Maps is for.
So we had a slight mishap from Summit to the track.
So, yeah, so that heat of the day, it was 2 million degrees. So we're like, okay, we kind of have to run the generator for the AC or we're going to die in this thing. We were trying not to obey Rob's rule of just put as few hours on the generator as possible. But it was like
To be fair, we did only run it like that day because it was
a
5
million degrees and the massive windshield made the whole thing act like a greenhouse and we were dying. So we fired up the
Yes.
generator and then we're going through these weird twisty roads. Remember the one road it tried to take us on? It was like a dirt road down past like the water treatment plant.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I'm not doing that one. Like half of these have been, there was one intersection, white, it was a 4-corner, like lane and a half, right? And then on each corner was white picket fences of the houses that bordered it. It was like the coolest little intersection.
It looked like Newtown.
unless you have something larger than a mid-size SUV. So I was trying to make the left-hand corner, and everybody at the intersection had to back up for me.
Yeah, to make.
And I
Like
literally
it
had to
wasn't real. It was a cartoon. That
Right.
intersection
They
was
built it for a movie set. And
that
walked
was
away.
fake.
Kinda. Like it literally looked like it. So there was no room for error. So I had to wave somebody through and then cut the corner way early so I could like avoid the far picket fence but almost hit the close picket fence, and then the people there had to back up for me. Anyway, then we get to this
Lovely.
so we get to this random little town and you decide it's a great idea to stop for a electronic cigarette.
false. Your mother and your girlfriend wanted electronic marijuana cigarette. So we did stop, and
You're right.
there happened to be
kind
both.
of forgetting it's totally legal in Canada, not necessarily legal in
Oh, that's
America.
right. Yeah, that's right.
So they're thinking,
Some states it is
well, 'cause-
legal, for sure is not legal in Ohio. That guy didn't give one single thing.
Yeah. So to set up I'll set your story up quick. Me and Dad stayed at the RV because at this point the generator was overheating in the heat, so we had to leave the door
It
open
shut off
and
and-
everything.
yeah.
Like it had just tripped a breaker, no problem, but we had to tend to it. So we stayed at the RV and missed out on your big adventure. So then why don't you explain
It
your
was
adventure?
insane. So we walked through
You said I don't remember
this
seeing
weird
this on the
ass
footage.
old
No, it
town.
didn't find
No,
out
we
why.
Because this was a quick glimpse of like, oh, there's a convenience store. Let's run in. It's like, yeah, whatever. We're half an hour from the track at this point. Yeah, run to the convenience store, grab some Gatorades, whatever,
Come on back.
and then come back. Like,
yeah, it was
Okay.
super
it wasn't
weird.
supposed to be a thing, but it became a
No.
thing.
Okay.
So we walk into the store and like sketchy, like kind of like rundown spot. We like walk in and it's just like a shelf with like a bunch of bags of weed on it. There's a wall with like a bunch of stickers of like weird stuff. There's a cot on the floor.
Oh,
Oh my god.
There's a weird like chest with like clothes on it, and then there's a dude like 3/4 asleep in a lawn chair in this corner. We walk in and like not great English. It smelled horrible in there, and the girls are like, "Should we be in here?" And I was like, "Get what you want and get the fuck out of here. It is okay. We'll be fine." So I'm like sitting there looking around, and like there's a million things in there, so you have to sit there and like. We get talking to the
touch
guy.
them all.
Yeah, of course. Put everything in your mouth. And so we're talking to the guy, and he's like, "Man, I love Canada." Like,
we almost took him home.
yeah, like it got a little further than it should have
Well,
gone.
wasn't he asking like random questions? And it's like,
Yeah,
oh my
yeah,
god, this
like-
guy's gonna want to get in the RV and leave with us.
Yeah,
Like,
he was asking like way too much stuff. Like, how much do you make an hour at your job? What size are your shoes? Like, it was
Yeah.
fucking weird.
What?
And the girls at this point are like, "No,
'cause, like,
this
Mom-
is not happening. We are leaving Tonka. Shut up. Let's fucking go." Right?
Right.
And I was like,
the
okay,
way Mom
fair.
put it was like, it was almost like, hey, he was curious enough to think about moving to Canada, but the conversation almost turned into, oh my god, he's gonna be coming home with us.
Right.
And it's like, okay, this guy's a weirdo. Let's
Hope he
get out of
knows a
here.
thing or two about generators.
So they come running back across the road.
Giggling. I was giggling
laughing
like
their
a
ass off.
5-year-old, and like the girls are like kind of scared, but also funny.
Oh,
These two,
and bear in mind where we are. We're in a church parking lot.
after we smashed the trailer coming into the parking
Oh
lot.
my
Amen.
god!
Oh,
like
yeah,
the,
the
it
angle.
was so
What, you
steep.
hit the tongue on?
I was
No, we
watching
hit the
No, the
back of
back.
the
like the
trailer.
back. So I was watching the mirror. So the RV went in nice and smooth, but like suspiciously smooth. And I felt a little thud on the way in, and I'm like, oh my god, that was the tongue pad,
Yeah, smashing
hitting.
into something.
right? So then I'm watching the mirror on the way in. It lifted the back, like the tires of the trailer up off the ground and high center, like I guess not high centered it, high ended it.
High rear
Like
end.
the
right.
end of the
Right.
trailer's on the road. The front of the trailer's 7 feet in the air because of the angle of the RV, and the tires are off the ground for a split second. It's like, are we going to be able to get out of here? Because, if it happened at the back on the way in, it's going to happen at the front on the way out.
Right.
It's like, oh my God, we might be stuck. So we're in this little church parking lot across the road from the sketchy weed
Thank
store.
God it was a church.
In this weird,
Thank God.
fake little town of every house was red brick house, white porch,
White picket fence.
white picket fence,
American
and
flag.
American flags, and Confederate
That-
flags, and Trump stickers. And,
That part of America is patriotic, for sure.
yeah, like the amount of Trump 2024 and stuff, it was insane.
People's
But,
political views were
but it
very
looked
much there.
it looked like out of a movie. Like everything did seem like way too clean and way too prim and proper, and every house was long front yard, long paved driveway, white picket fence,
Weird.
very picturesque, weird.
little
But it's
too nice.
but it's let's get out of here.
Yeah, that was an event.
That was
and
something.
that was all just going to the track.
Yeah, so that's going to the track. So we pull into
Okay, so we've made it to the track.
And
Oh,
so
no.
bear in mind, it is still
5 billion
40
degrees
40 plus degrees
Celsius.
Celsius outside. No humidex, no nothing, just simply 40 degrees. And
Oh my god.
so we're all dying. Everything's dying. We turned the generator off and just had to suffer with it. We get to the track, and the dirtiest rain clouds start rolling in.
Yeah, so we're waiting in
yeah,
line
yes,
because
yes.
the track
Typhoon.
hasn't opened yet. For us to go in, we're waiting in line, and
Which
we're
is kind of a prank.
shooting the shit with people, and
Yeah.
We were specifically told if you're there before 5, go
no,
to gate.
if
it
you're
was
there before 3, and the gates open so you can go in. So we
But,
got
it
there
was
before
but-
3.
Yeah, but it's or whatever. Get there before 3 and go to gate 3. Let's say.
Yeah,
And you're allowed in. But as we're approaching gate 3, they tell us to go to gate 1. So we go to gate 1 and got stuck with a lineup of 200 RVs. And then the gates didn't open till 5.
yeah, it was weird. And then we're just sitting in traffic. It's pouring rain. Brad and I
Yeah, it starts. So
run up, get our wristbands and tickets and whatnot.
because that was also a weird thing. Because somebody told us to go to the building to get our wristbands, and
Right.
somebody else told us don't. But I'm like, this is weird, and we have 2 hours to kill. So me and Tonka ran up the hill in the rain, and when I say hill, literally, it's a pretty steep grass hill.
It was soaking wet, steep grass hill, like this, raining, and there's 3,000 people behind us. And I was
Watching.
like, Brad,
If
if,
we wipe
I
out,
fall right
everybody's
now,
watching.
Just keep going.
kick me in
Display
the
for
head,
everyone.
let me die.
It's like a
Keep going.
stadium for people watching us do this. So we run up. And the girl at the desk goes "Oh yeah, you're not supposed to
Be here.
you're not supposed to get them now. You could have gotten them an hour ago, but now you have to wait for
Till
5 o'clock."
Yeah.
And we're like, "Well, we're here now. Can we just
We're
get
new
them?"
here. Can you just help?
And it's
So
raining.
so she's like, "Yeah, whatever." And then there's some weird thing.
What did I have to? I had to buy.
It was something dumb. They didn't take cash, but then their machine wouldn't take visas or something.
No, so they didn't take cash. They only took card, but the card machine wasn't working. So I was
Something
like,
weird.
"Hey, so what do you want? What do you want us to do here?" She goes,
And
"Well,
they're
just
like, "Oh, well,
sign
you-"
this thing. We'll figure
Oh,
it
and that
out."
was the thing. It's use your debit card. It's well, we're from Canada, so we have to use a credit card.
Right.
Oh, well, our credit card the bank's not linking, so credit cards aren't working, or something dumb. I was like, oh my god. So then
And I tried to pay her with cash. Did she take the cash or no?
I think she took our cash, but told you guys no cash or something.
Yeah.
Because anyway, we finally get our wristband and everything. But what'd she give us? She gave us a wristband and... No, she didn't give us wristbands. She gave me a transponder, and that's it.
No, you and I got our wristbands. Our click pit pass one.
But the gate one, not the pit pass or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
But then they went up the hill and came back and randomly got all of their wristbands with no problems at all.
Yeah. It was super weird.
Anyway, so
Also another-
it just felt confusing, and it's pouring
I
rain,
didn't
and the
bring my
generator
wallet.
wasn't running yet.
classic
It's
problem.
hot.
And because we did
I
Google
thought,
it, once
oh,
it
no, I
trips the
gotta
code,
run
people are
all
like,
the way
yeah, it
back
takes
down this
2
hill
hours to
before
cool
rain,
down to
but
the
she
point
gave
where
it to
you
us.
can
Yeah.
run it again. So we're like, oh my god, so it's pouring rain, fogging up, the generator isn't running yet, it's still giving us the overheat code.
And then we look beside us, and who do you see?
Yeah, no, so I was just going to touch on that.
Yeah.
So we're sitting there just shooting the shit in the RV. And Brad and I were doing something. And I was like, what's this dickhead beside us keep looking at for? Who is this guy? And Brad looks over and goes,
Hey.
I think that's Bronson. And he
So
rolls the window down.
Bronson's the Miata guy.
Right.
With the
The only person
LS3
in the
Miata.
Gridlife grid, other than the Canadians, we know James Houghton, we know Chris
Yeah, yeah.
Boersma, but of the Americans, Bronson's the only person I've ever talked to, and he randomly
He's
is the guy
beside
beside
us.
us.
No way.
What are the odds of that?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
we were like,
so right away, and he you're the guy from Canada. Yeah, you're Bronson. Yeah, it's like, cool. So we talked outside.
We
and
got
then,
his hub. We
In the
got, we
pouring
did get
rain.
hubs from him for.
Yeah, so then we were talking in the pouring rain. Then I think at that point they started to let people through. So we're like, oh, well, we'll
Yeah.
see you in there.
Yeah, we're like, where should we park? Like, should we park in here? He goes, good luck. I'm taking the corner. He's like, I got a bunch of spots saved. I was like, okay, so we like pull in because like the way the lines went, like not our line, we didn't get to go first. So anyways,
Like
a bunch of
essentially,
lines
we were in the
went
first line, like line
there,
number one,
and we were the last to enter.
and because we were there pretty early. Like when we got there, like there was only 2 lines of traffic,
Right.
and we were like midway up one of them. But by the time the gates opened, they had filled the entire every inch of that pavement, and randomly being the only one through an official line, they let everybody else get out of the way and then let us in. So we did get fully scammed.
Lovely.
So like
and
we like
they did say there was some sites with hydro. Do you think we could find one?
no, because they're all taken. But like we pull in, so it was like technically 2 paddocks. So we like pull
Yeah,
in.
there's the upper and the lower, because
Yeah.
the land was kind of interesting. Like there's technically like 4, but 2 of them weren't for us. 2 of them were for us, but they were at different heights. So like when they say the upper and the lower, very much so like there was a fence and a weird little grade. So Bronson said, "Oh, I'm going in the corner of the upper paddock." So we have it in our head, okay, we're going in the corner of the upper paddock. But driving in, we just were stuck in the line of traffic, and I'm like, oh my God, there's Bronson there, but we're stuck like with where we are. And I'm like, well, the lower paddock actually doesn't seem that busy. But we got routed around the outside, all the way back and through the middle. And when we're coming back up the middle, they were trying to guide people back to the up. But like, now you can only imagine the
I'm getting
butt
anxiety
jamming
just
them.
thinking about this.
So I'm like, why can't we just park right there? So we just like whip into a parking spot, like kind of beside somebody, but like backwards to them.
Yeah,
so
it was the dude in the Denali and the
right,
yeah, the Corvette.
But so we pull in like backwards to the way he was after doing the full lap of the parking lot. So we thought we were kind of doing something wrong, but we just like parked up, dropped the jacks, and next you know, people filled in around us, and we're like, oh my God, we have like the best spot in this whole parking lot,
Right.
Like right dead center. It's
Flat.
flat,
Big.
dead center.
and it's right off
but
the track. Too.
but not in the puddle, because the guy who parked beside us was in an ankle deep puddle the whole weekend. Like we just got so lucky.
oh,
Like,
that worked out.
Yeah.
So that's now that you're there, that's when the footage has come back online.
Exactly.
And now I'm
Yeah.
there with you again now.
so right away we wanted to rush to tech.
still raining.
Yes.
Still pouring rain.
Yeah.
Or like, hey, I just want to get this over with because I was
Wait,
so
I think
anxious about
I
tech.
don't know if it was it all of us. We go to tech just to talk to them and see what was going on.
Well, just you and me.
And then
You me are
that's
standing
where
in
we
line.
see tech checking over who ended up being our neighbor Darius,
Right.
a cop from
Right.
Detroit. They checked his vet with a fine tooth
It's
comb.
not even his car.
No,
No.
it's not even his car. They
Which
checked
might
it,
have been
and-
the problem. Like,
Yeah, I don't know, but here they're checking,
but they're checking
it with a fine tooth
and
comb.
I mean, like they're doing their job, but
Yeah.
they're checking the date of his helmet, the date of his harnesses, and we already knew my harnesses were expired. So last minute we got a set shipped to us,
Oh my God!
and then you can,
The
and if
blue one.
anybody
The blue.
notices in the video, the bright blue harness, it's because we ordered a black one and they shipped us a blue one, but this was literally like the week of leaving.
yeah, we had to take it with us.
so we had to take it with us, but we weren't going to put it in.
We found that out at CSCS the weekend before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, yes.
Right. So I wasn't going to put the blue one in because my harnesses were in perfect good shape and they're only expired by like one single year, right? But we're watching, we didn't know it was our friend at this point, but we're watching what ended up being Darius get like just like every inch, like opening the trunk, checking everything in the trunk, opening both sides,
Doors
like
and
checking in the
the-
glove box, checking under the hood,
Yeah.
and
We
like
got-
and like grabbing hoses, checking every hose, which like, okay, great, they're doing a thorough job. But then the thing that scared me was the guy blatantly checked the driver and passenger side harness, seat, and helmet. And I'm like, oh my God, I have no idea if my seats. I've never even thought about the date on my seat. I'm like, technically, I think they're good for 10 years, but like, since when does a race seat expire, right? Like, and I'm panicking.
Especially just an aluminum curtain.
So I'm
Right.
getting all anxious, and I'm like, oh my God, we get to the front of the line, and we're watching this whole thing took like 15 minutes to tech this car. So we finally get to the front of the line, I check in, I sign in, I get my numbers and a banner and everything. Go back to the trailer, and I'm like,
Okay, we
there's
have to change this.
There's no way I'm going to tech tent without changing my harness. They're going to just flag me, and then it's going to be a pain in the ass to convince them that, no, I swear. Like, so we go back, spend the 25 minutes, like, which
And it's
Like 25 minutes is
pissing
not
rain.
a long time,
Like,
but 25 minutes of
pissing
changing a
rain.
harness in that car.
It's
in the pouring
it's
rain,
not the easiest thing
it
to do with all
sucks.
the.
I
and it
took
was
that
still
harness-
100 degrees out. Keep
Well,
that in mind.
yeah. And
It's
I took-
raining and 100 degrees out.
It's
and
a
I took the
typhoon.
harness out of that car when you guys got back, and it sucks. Like
Like
trying
it's
to
just,
get the harness
it's
out of
just
it.
such
It
an
sucks.
annoying like because usually when we do it, we just pull the seat out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like,
because that's the easiest way to do it.
but to pull the seat out, it's easier to get the steering wheel off to pull the seat out or the hardtop off. But
The
it's pouring
hardtop,
rain, so
yeah.
I'm not taking the steering apart, and I'm not taking the hardtop off in the rains, and can't get the seat out easily, so I might as well just battle with the. It became a whole thing. So we finally swapped the blue harnesses in, fire the car up, drive it over to Tech,
Parks
And-
in the puddle.
and conveniently,
Makes for a good picture.
Yeah.
right. So where I land in the line was right in like a deep puddle, and then the Tech guy just rushes over to me and is like, "Oh my god, this is the coolest thing." He goes, "This is so awesome. I've never seen this car before." And I'm like, "No, I'm new here." He goes, "Oh man, like welcome. Like this is such a great event for your first one, this and that." And he's like more concerned with like just meeting us and like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
And he's like, "Do you mind if I like look under the hood?" And
You are the
like,
tech guy.
I'm thinking like you're the one teching it. Like I watched you open the hood of that Corvette. Now you're asking if I can open the hood for you. Like that's kind of funny. So I open the hood for him. And he goes like, and he's standing with his arms behind his back.
Yeah,
Like so he's
yeah.
not touching anything. Meanwhile, I saw him earlier checking every.
Right.
he-
Rifling on everything.
And he did, if you see in the video, he did check some stuff like hoses
Yeah,
and
he did-
belts.
he
Any
did
fair and
leaks
square
and
go.
master
But like right off the bat,
cylinder.
he was like, "Oh my god, this is so clean."
Yeah, he's looking
And
at it like it's a show car.
And he's like, "May I?" And it's like, "Well, go for it, tech it." So anyway, he like half-ass techs it as far as I'm concerned compared to what he did to the other car. Didn't check my harness. I forgot my helmet at the trailer.
Yeah,
He
we
didn't
can
even
bring
ask
it.
about it. And then he gets distracted by the photographer and he goes, "Oh, hey, here, if you just angle your car a little bit, the photographer can get a sweet picture of it reflecting in the puddle." And I'm like, "Yeah, okay." He goes,
Sure.
So he slaps the sticker on and signs it and yeah, park this way. And he's like, anyway, it was
took
just
on the
this.
photographer.
Thank you, Gridlife Tech.
Yeah, like I
he
was
also
so
races in
anxious.
Sunday Cup. I'm
Sunday
trying to find
Cup.
his name right now.
Oh yeah,
Long hair guy, hilarious. He
He's
drives a
so
fit, and
cool.
he won his class that weekend.
yeah.
because like
well, I
they're-
think he won the championship. Check just the.
I just looked. He didn't win the championship.
Okay. Anyway, so he super cool guy, but just one of those like I had it so built up in my head that tech was going to be this big thing.
Big
at
thing.
It was actually hilarious because he's just like in awe, and
Yeah,
it
well,
was.
that's what
it was
going through
just
the
like,
footage,
okay,
that's what
well,
it looks like.
Are you gonna check anything?
Yeah.
and then we
grab-
tell him about the harnesses, and he goes,
he
"Oh
goes,
yeah, I don't care."
He goes, "Oh, if they're in good shape, it doesn't matter." He goes, "If they're afraid, yeah, I might say something." He goes, "If they like." He goes like, "Were they still black?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "So they didn't sit in the sun?" I'm like, "No." He goes, "Yeah, that would have been fine." Because the big problem with harnesses is like, especially in a convertible, if they sit in the sun and get baked and dry rotted, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
But that
but
was
anyway, so tech, we flew through tech, fire the car up, drive it back to the trailer.
And guess what?
But then we put the banners on, right?
Yeah.
Yes, then you put the
And then we
banners
go
on,
to
yeah.
pull it into the trailer.
Because it was piss and rain.
Alternator's not charging.
alternators.
Excellent.
Not charging, pouring rain. We're in America. I look
Perfect.
at Brad. He looks at me. He goes, "No, Dad." I was like, "Is the alternator in the bucket?"
And it's one of those like, I know we have a spare, but we have a spare.
With a
like,
spare,
yeah,
and that was also just running at 5,000 RPMs to see if it would charge. So everything we need to touch right now is.
I still have a
million
scar on my
degrees.
hand from changing it. Because in hindsight, like, did we have to change it that second? No, we did have all night. But we're all, again, all
You guys
fired
were
up
all
and
fired
anxious.
up.
We were
yeah.
fired up, and
pouring
I
rain.
wasn't
Because
cooking dinner.
we wanted to get it in the trailer.
Because we were
it's
trying to get
pissing
it.
rain.
Yeah.
And because keep in
You have
mind,
no
I
windows.
don't have windows. So, like,
It's filling up.
it's raining sideways into my car with no windows. And it's like, okay, we either push this in and do it tomorrow or we get it done now. Okay, we're doing it right this second. So burnt the back of my hand off the header and everything. Anyway, put the spare alternator in, charges, we put it away.
Good voltage.
And boom, we can finally sit down at Gridlife and relax.
What did we have for dinner? The first?
Wasn't that...
We had chicken and everything, didn't we? Didn't you
Wasn't-
do up chicken?
There was chicken in the footage somewhere, or in pictures. I think you did chicken the second night.
Maybe the
I don't
second
think
night.
you did chicken that
Was
night.
it just hot dogs?
Wasn't that
No,
alternator
hot
the
dogs
one
was at TMP.
Wasn't that alternator the one you took off the turbo
Off
truck?
Kevin's.
Yeah,
Kevin
off-
doesn't know that. I hope he watches this.
Actually,
Hey, yeah, that was turbo trucks.
Yeah,
because Cody had mine.
Yeah.
Remember, Cody's alternator failed at TMP, so
was
he
like
had my
the-
spare, and he said he was going to bring it to work and didn't, or something. So I didn't get it back from.
what a scumbag!
But-
Leave it up to Cody to fuck you.
But
Pardon
we
my
had
French.
we had
Turbo truck.
because the turbo truck we had Foxen changed to a self-exciting
Single, yeah.
single wire, right? So I'm like, this is the exact alternator I have on my car. Cody didn't bring mine back in time. I'm not driving to Cody's house to go get it.
I'm also
or
not
whatever.
going to America without a spare.
Right, and I'm not going anywhere. I'm like, arguably, I wanted both of I wanted Turbo Truck and mine. But, so we went with Kevin Turbo Truck's alternator.
Nice.
Which is funny. And that was when, did we just get the motor back on that? Yeah.
Yeah, you and
Yeah.
I. That
We
was
had
like
just-
it was like 2 nights before you and I put the motor
We
in.
put the entire
got it
drivetrain back
running.
in there, got it running just to take the alternator
Take the
off and bring it to
alternator
America with
Those
us.
are easy to take the alternator off.
Oh, yeah, it does sit right,
right
on top.
there.
It's
It's
just
way easier to take the alternator off that than it is your car.
correct. Yeah. But anyway, so that happened.
But
But
because
then,
on your car, for people who maybe don't know it, it's buried at the bottom of the front driver's side. Of your
I will
engine bay.
say it's not the hardest alternator to do.
Well, no, because we've done it, I don't know,
But,
75
but like
billion
at
times.
least it can
No
like,
exaggeration there.
without
Like, actually.
well we've done it
74.
we've done it 3 times a year for 5 years.
Yeah.
Well,
that,
we-
what
you
does that
was-
equal?
That's about
You and I
52
did
million
it
as far as
3
I'm concerned.
times in
one
one day.
Oh,
yeah.
Remember the time I went to Canadian Tire?
Yeah, you and I go to Canadian
Well-
Tire to get one for a 4.3 Chevy Blazer,
Cody's-
and your parents or your mom brings one from Coleman.
Yeah.
and we
And
got
it
a
doesn't work.
We got a hodgepodge of alternators that don't work. And
I
I'm
put
like,
the
okay.
I rebuilt the rectifier off of mine onto Coleman's because that was the one that the bearing failed or something dumb. Usually they stop charging, but one of them fair and square, like the bearing
like it
failed.
melted the brushes and like it was
Yeah.
just a mess.
But yeah,
and it's like,
and then yeah,
okay.
the other day, like the other time when, like, Cody's failed, so Cody took my spare, then mine failed, and what'd we do? I think I took it back or something.
Didn't Cody's car alternator catch on fire, Cal Bogey?
At Cal Bogey, the whole
Yeah.
car caught fire because the alternator failed. But the bearing came out of it. It
Because
just
of the Chinese alternator.
right, like, and it just fell apart and then caught fire.
And then so he took your alternator,
Right.
but then again at
Then
TMP,
mine failed that night. So I forget what we did. Did we
No, yours didn't fail at Cal Bogey.
or something?
No,
anyway.
yours failed at TMP or
It worked out funny how like Cody needed mine, but then I took one back, and then we ended up having to swap again after. Or either way, anyway,
Scully's not interested.
We've had some
we've had
alternator
alternate
issues.
problems. But anyway, so
Gridlife.
But you got it done. It's in the trailer. if you
Chicken
have
dinner.
It's-
I don't
it's
know
safe.
if it was chicken or not.
I forget. Anyway, and we're relaxing. So now we finally meet Darius,
Darius, our neighbor.
Darius,
and then Jackie Ding is 2 cars over,
yes.
and then James Houghton pulls in. We see him with Borisma and everybody.
Watermelon head.
Then we go find Bronson and see them. So now we have like kind of
Squad
situated
on
ourselves.
the
We've got a
scooters.
squad.
Scooters were
Godsend.
necessity.
Yes.
God said.
I do wish I had a different scooter. Maybe, never mind.
Big scooter guy.
Are you donating yours to Alex and getting yourself that 60 mile an hour one?
I hope so.
Are you donating it to me?
Yeah.
Yeah, whoever
needs
pays,
it.
I'll start an auction if you guys want to get into a bidding war.
I'm not bidding on your scooter.
Well, she's probably not going to either, so
Yeah. No, it's just already hers as
Yeah.
far as she's concerned.
apparently.
She has it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't she take it to work the one day?
Yeah, I've been riding it around the basement of hers. It's pretty,
Perfect.
pretty entertaining. I get yelled at.
Yeah.
Also, like the
Bear
ductwork's
fucking a
kind of
football.
low.
Yeah, I was going to say, don't you hit your head?
Well, yeah, you got to duck. The first time I didn't duck.
You have to duck for the duct.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
So, first day.
Actual day one, grid life. We wake up. It's just the most picturesque day in America.
Second most picturesque day. in America.
What's his name? Maton's already on the dyno.
Yeah.
With his Corvette.
Oh yeah. If there's any one complaint, maybe don't pit so close to the dyno.
Well, okay.
We didn't know.
Hey,
We didn't.
you gotta at least be thankful you weren't the ones in the tent.
Oh, yeah.
Literally beside the dyno.
Underneath it.
in
Yeah.
the garage
Like
beside the dyno.
Right. So we wake up right first thing at 8:30.
How much
like
dyno
we were
footage
awake,
do
but
you
like
have?
right at 8:30, dyno is screaming for the GLTC cars.
Holy
screaming. Straight pipe Corvette,
50 cars.
exhaust facing our way.
50 of them.
For hours, it seemed. Forever.
And the same Corvette, actually, like not kidding, actually was on the dyno probably for an hour.
Well, he was on there every time he won, which was the whole weekend pretty much, because he was the champion. And then he was also on between each session, literally just paying to tune his car. Like,
Right.
So-
and it was just like ignorantly loud, like open headers, probably
well, like
nothing.
the
your
same
car.
as your car, same as my car, same as David's
Just
car.
sitting there screaming.
Oh yeah.
Aimed at us, like at least from like
and it's elevated because
at
it's a
least from
trailer
like 50
dyno.
yards
Right.
away. We,
So
we
it's
could have been 10 yards away, but
8
we were
feet
at
in
least
the
like
air.
50.
Yeah, we're quite a ways, but It sounded like it was inside our trailer.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah.
It was so awesome though.
Yeah,
It was good.
I look at Brad and I was like, "Fuck, do you wish we were parked closer?"
Do you like checkered flags?
Yeah, and yeah. Anyways, so then first day you went out, got a little bit of a feel for the track.
Thought right away I was having electrical issues, but it was just tire smoke.
It was
Was that the plume?
Yeah, you got that.
smoke?
That came up on camera.
in
Yeah.
the car.
In the car, the plume of smoke.
Yeah, that you know what? That might have been the first sign of the hub failure. So
Well, the hubs technically didn't fail, but
not yet. Was it day one that you got rained out second session?
no, day 2, first thing in the morning, was a fog delay, wasn't it?
Yeah.
When did it start pissing rain? When the fast guys?
I thought it was
went
your
to
very. I thought it was your last
No,
day.
day-
Was
okay.
the fog delay.
Day 1 got rain. It did not affect my sessions. I
Okay,
ran,
so it was right after
we
your
ran
session.
3 times on day 1, and then it rained. Then first thing in the morning, day 2, is when we swapped the hubs, and it was raining on and off, but we had a fog delay, so our session got canceled. I don't think it rained us out, but visibility wise, we were supposed to be on the track at like 9 a.m. and it didn't clear up till like 10. So that's
Yeah.
when we did the hub swap.
Yeah, and you also so when day one he was Group D, bottom of C, top of D.
Okay,
Bottom
so
C?
I started last of D. So they have 5 groups, A through E. E is like the Sunday Cup cars, the ones they know are technically like the slowest cars on track. Then A to D is like the bulk of the time attack guys.
And a couple of the faster.
But because I've never run with them and they have nothing, I was
no
I was
data.
the dead last of Group D. So as far as the grid is concerned, I'm the last guy in time attack grid, which was fine. I was not worried about that. But very quickly worked through like
All of
D, and then I think I finished the day like mid pack
Of C.
Group C.
Yeah.
But and then that's when I was.
There's good footage of him starting in Group C at
the
the
top?
very front. Remember, you're like,
Yeah.
I'm nervous. I really wish I can go to the next one at the back or back
I
to
was
the
like, I
middle
don't
of
want
this
to
one.
be the fastest guy of the group. I'd rather be the slowest guy of the group.
Right,
Like,
right.
I wasn't sure what all technical difficulties.
We didn't need that one anyway.
I
We
wasn't
just
sure.
lost Tonka's and Rob's camera.
Unbelievable.
I wasn't sure where he was getting staged for that. Because I'm like following him on the scooter, as we're probably all going to see. I'm like following him on the scooter. Well, he's just like keeps driving and is like entering the track. And I'm like, okay, well, I can't go down there. And there's like
okay,
the
to
dude
put-
with the
to do
water
a bit
pack
of,
and the hood on.
A bit more context to
Oh,
the
yeah,
situation.
like the staging lanes.
So Gridlife was awesome for
organization.
just a quick side thought. Do we have other batteries with us?
Yeah.
Do you want to just throw one in,
Yeah.
Scully?
There should be some in that bag. And they also brought like the.
What'd you call him?
So just to explain what we're talking about. So Gridlife was super organized, where you signed up for their text program
Yeah,
thing,
that's
which was inconvenient for the few of us that didn't have a roaming plan. So you and Erica had roaming, and none of us did. So we either
Yeah.
had to use the Wi-Fi when the generator was running, or rely on you and Erica. And
Which was pretty
which was like
Yeah.
totally fine, because like, let's be honest, when I have my helmet on and I'm in the car, I'm not making sure I got called up. You guys can let me know. So anyway, they would literally
And the
text
PA
you.
system. Like they would do that and literally announce for the entire
Yes, the
racetrack.
PA system was great.
It's
too.
like, hey, Group D, 5 minutes.
But so they
Group
give
D,
you
5 minutes.
So they give you like, hey, like you know right off the bat, because they text you the grid, so you know, oh, I'm the 15th spot of Group C. So you know this going in. So when they go, okay, C, 10-minute warning, that means you're supposed to be in the mock grid, which is literally the parking lot next to the track.
That seemed like a really smart way to do it.
It was
Oh, it's
awesome.
fantastic.
So
Not
Letters on the fence or numbers on the fence.
Right.
Super organized.
So again, first time seeing this, it was like kind of intimidating, because it's like, oh my god, there's so many rules to follow. But in hindsight, it's like, no, okay, on day 1, session 1, I knew I'm at the bottom of D, so I just need to find the sign that says like whatever
20,
it was,
it was
29
20.
or was it 20?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do 20 cars a session too to keep it
whatever it works
simple.
out to be. Yeah. So it's like, okay, I'm looking for the sign that says 20 in the parking lot, and I had just have to be ready for Group D. So we knew the Group E cars were on track. So boom, all of a sudden on the PA, 10-minute warning for Group D. Perfect. So get in your car, drive over to the mock grid. Then once you're in the mock grid, you park in front of your parking spot, and everybody's lined up like a parking lot. Perfect. But now you have like the 10 minutes to, put your helmet on and get buckled in. So, like, perfect. It takes a bit of that pressure off because you don't have to worry about like, oh my God, they called me right now and I'm not in my car yet. It's like, no, they give you the 10, 5. Then once you're over there, he gives you a 3-minute warning, like a 1-minute warning. Then fire up the engines, come forward, and then we're all ready. Like everybody is idling in single
line,
file,
ready
in
to go.
line, and we're watching the guys come off the track, and we follow the last guy off track through the pits. They leave, we go on, boom, perfect. Like
Well organized.
very-
assuming
There wasn't a minute where
No.
there wasn't something on that
like
track.
if it wasn't the competitors on track, it was the safety crew doing a cleanup or
picking up pieces.
picking up pieces, right? But it was
Exhaust.
perfect. Like so, between every session, the tow truck would go out and do a lap, but we would essentially follow the tow truck out. He would come off, and we would start our session. And then like not to mention like the Ohio, like the people running the track, like the track officials were great because they were very on top of broken down cars, broken parts. You would never come out to a session and there's a car part in the middle of the track from last session, like it was cleaned. So that
Even
was,
after-
if there was an incident, fast.
Yeah.
Like the China Beach incident.
they had 3 trucks out there. One was on a crane, one was getting towed away.
Yeah,
and
like
5 minutes.
Within probably 40 seconds after it happened, there was 2 ambulances and a full safety crew at both cars.
No,
And, like, to
not
clean-
45 minutes.
to
The
get
tractor too.
3
remember
cars
the
off
crane?
track,
Yeah,
5
yeah.
minutes. Like it was sick.
Yeah, they got like a great big telehandler to just pick cars up.
And
Get
just get it
them
out of there.
Yeah.
It's like mini F1, if you may.
Yeah.
Right.
Literally.
Well, because it's kind of like
America.
Motorsport. Like it is a very well-run track. It's
Yeah.
not some dinky little track in the woods kind of thing.
Yeah.
But anyway, so first session, like nervous. Obviously, never seen the track except for on the simulator and anything. But like,
And that was still scary.
yeah, even
China
then I
Beach is terrifying on the simulator. I
Oh my
don't
God.
want to know what it was like in real life. Well, I know what it was like in real life.
it was a lot.
From sitting from the comfort of my desk editing it, it looked like a sick track. But
It was.
same. If I was there in person, I'd probably be shitting bricks.
Like in a sense, like coming down the big straight into China Beach for the first time, like at speed, like, okay, I did like 4 or 5 warm-up laps kind of. And then, but the first time it was like, I'm going to see how fast I can go with what I know. Right. It was like the first time I ever went through turn 2 at Motorsport. It's like, oh my God, nothing can prepare you for this.
Right.
Like it was like one of the fastest I've ever, like the fastest I've driven on track is at Motorsport. But the corner after Motorsport is, don't get me wrong, it's awesome, but like it's not that eventful. Whereas like China Beach could get eventful very quickly.
Yeah, like it's up and then it's down and then it's back up again. Like
And just like okay, Motorsport coming up the back straight, I'll do 240 kilometers an hour, barely touch the brakes to settle the front, downshift into 4th and take the corner.
fuck is a kilometer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get there. But then
was
down
funny.
there, doing nearly the same speed, but China Beach is like a low speed corner. So like,
Yeah, it's like a
Like you-
90 and then a hairpin.
so like Motorsport, you're going that fast, but you don't have to slow down much. Down there, it was like you're going that fast, and you definitely have to slow down a lot.
We
Yeah.
saw on the big cars the rotors.
Yeah, like there's a reason why Eric Fleming's car and Alan Patton's car, the front
All four rotors glowing.
right, and it was daylight, like it was 100 degrees,
They were glowing, literally
and
like
they
your
were
hat.
literally glowing orange, and like you
was
could
pretty
hear
sick.
their warm up laps, like they weren't like giving her. They'd be like whoop, and then like warm the brakes up for the first corner, but it's just like it's just
And
squeaking brakes
the
for
first time. Okay, so just to carry on the story quick, and then we'll get into it. So I finished my session, but because I was in D, I had lots of time to get out of the car, get undressed, and we
Get on
scooted
the
over to
scooters
watch
to
Alan
the cool
Patton. And,
to the cool
yeah,
corner.
yeah,
So
but
we-
like the
so we-
first session,
and
yeah,
that's where you're
So-
off China Beach. You kind of come up
Yeah.
the hill
Yeah.
and then back down the other
Yeah.
side.
So,
yeah.
so now I have experienced track for the first time, and then we go to watch guys on it for the first time, and that's when we first saw Eric Fleming and Alan Patton go.
yeah,
And
like
Jackie Ding.
Well,
Jackie
then,
did,
yeah,
yeah.
but we already knew that, but like we didn't know what to expect out of those 2 Corvettes. We just knew like rumor has it they're fast, right?
Yeah,
it's
same
like
with,
we
like,
knew
Luke and
we knew
Dewey.
we knew Jackie was fast, and we know Dewey is almost as fast as Jackie, but we also only heard rumors that Patton's faster than Jackie. I guess like yes, there's lots of like Instagram footage, but like we didn't have a history of knowing Alan Patton, let's say. So the first time we see this car, it's like, oh my goodness,
well,
like,
you have to insert blower clip. You have
yeah.
to do it.
Yeah, to right here.
Yeah.
How do we signal you in editing?
Yeah, right here.
Right here.
Go now. Yeah, that
Yeah,
one.
okay.
Right here.
Yeah.
Edit in. Yeah. Anyway.
I'll send it to you.
Yeah. I've seen the video. It's sick.
But so them warming up, so we see them, like we hear them leave the pit, go up out of sight,
Hear him through the
and then we hear them.
straightaway for 3 hours.
Yeah.
But so-
what is that?
So we hear them go up the hill, and it's loud, and it's like, nice, here comes the fast guys. Then we don't hear anything for a second as they crest that big hill, and then all we hear is this like,
What was it?
The most insane blower noise you've
What does
ever.
it sound like?
I can't do it.
You
you have
can't.
to, come on, don't be nervous.
Should I pull it up? I'll just pull it up.
Anyway, but we hear this like
That's your ringtone, isn't it?
It
surreal,
is.
like it was like an out of body experience if it was a blower noise. And at this moment,
Oh.
but so we hear because the way
Isn't
where
it-
we were watching,
Crazy.
like where we were watching, like they kind of have to crest a hill till they're in sight, but we could hear
You
just,
couldn't see
just the
anything.
blower. You can't hear a single other car around us. We're in a quiet spot of the track. All you can hear is that blower coming from what seemed like a mile away.
But it's not quiet. Like it echoes through the
like
forest.
trees.
Like,
it was.
that's what I mean. Like it wasn't even like oh, that car must have a blower on it. It was like, what is that?
What is
Yeah.
that? Something's coming down.
Like is
Yeah.
that an air raid siren?
Yeah.
Like are we in a tornado warning or something? Like
Dude, it was crazy.
But what surprised me so much, so obviously once Alan Patton crested the hill and we saw that it was the C7 like that we knew had a blower on it, it was like, holy, that's insane. But it wasn't even that got me. It was how quickly they stopped.
Yeah,
So-
like the downshifts, both of them. The downshifts and how fast they went from 200 miles an hour to 40 miles an hour.
So-
in what, 200 feet?
Yeah.
Is disgusting.
Like, it's going to make me sound soft as two-ply, but I'm doing, call it 240,
So,
right?
kilometers.
Kilometers an hour.
What the fuck's a kilometer?
Which is what? That's
130 mile an hour, roughly.
140 miles an hour, I think.
Whatever.
Sub 150 miles an hour.
Yes. Call it let's say I'm doing 130 mile an hour on this first session, right? I'm like hitting the brakes like well before the 500 foot mark because I was nervous, right? So I'm hitting the brakes at like, call it 600 foot mark from 130 mile an hour and still nervous about China Beach. They came in, they were still full throttle past the 5, past the 4, into the 300s.
And then, like,
And then,
Jam.
like
At
a light,
the 200,
then
it's
like a
like
light switch, it
lightning
almost looked like
brakes.
time sped up. Like it's like, how did that car decelerate so quick? It was like that was a sped up video of them slowing down.
Right.
Like it just like
You're watching it.
and
happen.
but I'm looking at them. I'm like, oh my! Like I got that like roller coaster feeling of they're going too fast, as if I know better than them.
Right.
You know, like oh my god, they're both gonna crash. It's like, well, they didn't. They just slowed down and turned the corner and disappeared. And it was like, oh my god. And we're like, well, that was a warm up lap. What's it gonna look like here in about a minute, right?
Right.
yeah,
so then they
that
come-
that was warm up lap of them just
Oh.
like casually into
Right, like
it.
that's like
That's warming up the brakes.
right. So then the next time they came around, like we could hear them go up the hill.
Blower noise is
silence,
even
come down the
crazier.
hill. Blower noise is insane, and boom, they come into the brake zone. Same thing at like the 300 foot mark. They get on the binders, and boom, they bright orange. All four rotors light right up.
daytime. Like,
Like,
I
in-
said to Rob, I was like, imagine the spark shower at night we would see from beside these cars. Like,
Yeah.
if we did this at night, like,
Yeah.
you wouldn't be able to see the car, but the shower of sparks that would.
Come off the
It was
brakes.
Oh, it
so
was
insane to watch.
Incredible.
It was pretty sweet.
It was
And then
cool.
GLGT,
That was super entertaining. The rush cars were entertaining.
super cool to watch.
So anyway, first session of day one, we got to just really get
Take
the,
it all in.
the entire experience. So that was cool. Then obviously then it sets in. Oh wait, I gotta stop being a little fanboy here and stop drooling over these sick Corvettes. Like I gotta go get ready again. Then session 2 went a little faster. Session 3.
You got bumped.
Then session 3, I was up into C class. And then that's where we finished the day. So I was really happy with that. I think running like a 135 or something on day 1.
Yeah.
I don't even remember.
Like nothing crazy. Day 2. Oh, but then I started to notice as I went faster, I was getting a bit of brake knockback and whatnot. So just very quick description from G-forces and sustained cornering Gs.
Right.
The brake rotors will flex on the hub and push the pads back. So then the next time I hit the brakes, I don't have a brake pedal. So I was having a lot of that through, what do they call it? Thunder Valley? Through Thunder Valley, through the chicane, through there. So I was having a lot of brake knockback. Then we woke up day 2. It was super foggy. We missed our session. But we had also run into Justin from Miata Hubs.
Yeah.
And
He saw that we put his
so he
sticker, his
came over,
decal on our front splitter.
those are the sweet hubs we bought for the rear after our
Right.
DDT mishap.
Right.
So he's like, "Oh, are you running my fronts?" And I'm like, "Oh no, I'm actually running like these other ones." And I'm not going to say it because I don't want to be the guy who chirps, but these other ones I happen to have.
They were not Bronsons.
They were not Bronsons and they weren't
Justin's.
Justin's. They were something else that was supposed to be good ones.
Junk.
Anyway, he's like, yeah, like the way they temper for the bearing, this and that. He goes, I'm not saying they're weak, but they're definitely not as reliable as some can be. And then then even Justin was like, yeah, like, I don't know, Bronson's here. He's got a hub upgrade. I have one. He goes, they're different price brackets because this. We already knew well about Bronson's hubs.
We had a set
Then-
that we put on a customer's car.
Then, separate from this conversation, Bronson comes over, and it's like, "Oh, how's it going so far?" And I told him about the knockback. He goes, "Oh yeah, like I guess you should be running my hubs, eh?" And he makes a wisecrack, and I'm like, "Yeah, I guess so." He had the exact same things to say about the hubs I had, but again, nothing bad to say about Justin. He said Justin's hubs are the best on the market. They're just expensive. He goes, mine, I guess, are a bit more of a budget option, but he goes, frankly, they're both better than those. And I'm like, okay, so I'm getting knockback. I already lost a wheel that year. Not feeling good about it.
We didn't want any issues.
So I
It's a
asked
quick, it's a
Bronson.
quick change.
I asked Bronson. Bronson didn't have hubs with him to sell at the track, but Justin did.
Yeah,
And
what are
so
the odds of that? Justin has like, they were
mean,
like first run of the mill.
he goes like, these are technically like my first batch.
Version
He goes,
one.
I've just had them as backups this whole time. He goes, try them if you like them, keep them. I'm like, all right. So I did, and I thought like, I don't know. You get it in your head where you think things aren't that big of an upgrade. Like, I didn't change my spindle. I didn't change my arms. I didn't change anything about the entire front end. All I changed was the hub, and boom, no knockback, no problems.
And you went like what?
Like,
a
well,
second and a
just
half
with
faster?
like
no,
right away with the
faster than
confidence
that.
and everything. I think I dropped, like a full second the first lap out.
First
let
lap
alone-
out. And
let
I
alone-
looked at him and I was like, okay, either like he's doing really good or like that's actually like, and we were like, okay, just leave it. And your mom's like, be careful, Brad. We're like, Connie, it's okay. But
Yeah.
be careful, Brad.
Anyway, so that was awesome. So then,
And it just worked
obviously-
out good. We, with the tariffs and the exchange and everything, we got them from Justin at a fair price. We put them on it. We never looked back.
Yeah, it
And
was perfect.
And again, same with Bronson's hubs. Both very good hubs. Both just different price range, different. They're both awesome.
Yeah, but so that was a
That
very
was
good,
a
very good use to
confident
first thing in the morning
booster.
on day 2.
Yeah, because we did have a wheel failure earlier this year, and we don't want that.
No. So then day 2 went great.
Didn't we do brake pad? Didn't we have to do
You
pads
did
too?
pads that morning when you put the hubs
Yeah,
on.
we did. We did pads at the same time.
We did pads as well. The rotors were okay.
Because again, it was like, well, it's all apart now. We might as well.
Throw
Like,
some freshies on.
And it was
Um,
raining while you were doing that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Under our
See, I'm glad
Angevaare
he-
Motorsports.
He knows
Tent.
because I don't remember.
well, he watched it the other day while editing.
Yeah.
I
Right?
was just say I felt
What
like
morning did I wake up and get right into it?
That morning.
Was it that morning?
What'd you get into? Drinking?
Yeah, because you can tell
You and I were both
you were
drinking, I
barely
think.
helping while doing the hub and brake swap.
but you did do a hell of a job explaining everything.
Splaining?
Yeah.
Splaining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Explaining.
That checks out. Yeah, no, I don't know. It all kind of blends together. There's a few moments that I do remember.
Moments of clarity.
Moments of clarity, us not being allowed to go to karaoke, absolute bullshit.
Yeah.
Why weren't we allowed?
Erica told us we weren't allowed to.
Oh.
Fuck you, Erica.
That is enough.
All right.
Holy, settle down.
Holy, make sure it's lined up there, bud.
Anyways,
Is that working? We can't see you on the backside.
yeah, they're fine.
Hold on.
It's got to be wide angle.
Unbelievable.
How do you know?
Unemployable.
Technical difficulties.
Oh,
So,
the screen is.
It's Erica's fault.
you know,
no,
just touch
so-
it and
no,
make-
it's.
Yeah, normally you touch it, it
Yeah,
comes
it
alive.
on.
Well, it's just
I
leave
haven't
it.
stopped looking with it then.
It's still flashing.
It's
Like
still recording. It's probably on fire, ready to melt. But
They're actually just filming each other.
each other.
Where were
Anyway,
we?
so day
Moment of
2.
clarity.
Day 2 was relatively.
Skirts.
Day 2 was relatively uneventful. Like for the bulk of the day.
You went
Then-
faster. You moved up another group.
Yeah, moved up another group.
We went and
But
talked.
then that was the night we went and talked to like Bronson and Like we spent a lot of time hanging out with everybody in the pits.
James came to our
James came and
trailer.
hung out with us, so it was just
It was good.
It was just cool.
It was fun. That's the nice thing with
What
the
did we
with the
watch?
RV and the.
Was that Formula One? We watched F1 that
Yeah,
day?
we were watching
there's
F1
an
with
F1
James.
race. Yeah.
James and Darius.
Yeah.
Remember he came over?
Did Chris
So-
come over? Borisma?
We went to see him,
Yeah.
and then
They
they
were
were working on the
busy or
car.
something.
But so this is when the whole "what the fuck is a kilometer" came up.
Yeah.
So obviously, yes, that's an internet meme. We didn't come up with this, but we were talking about how the day was going and my improvements, and I talked about how like I was doing like
240 down.
he goes, I don't know, I was doing over 200, and so he cuts me off and goes 200. I'm like, yeah, like I think I was doing like 240 or something. He goes, that's not right. I'm like, and I'm trying to think about it. I'm like, no, like
are we wrong? No, you were doing 240.
no, and I'm like, yeah, no, I'm doing like
we
240.
checked, he doubled or made you second guess yourself. We checked the Garmin. Remember?
Yeah, but then
And
the whole,
we
he goes, there's no way. He goes, there's no way you're going that fast. I said, yeah, he
like,
goes, you're
look.
wrong. And he's like, kind of like, you're stupid, right? Because
Yeah.
in his brain, he has no idea we're talking about kilometers an hour.
He thinks he's talking miles
So he's
an
like,
hour.
there's
Yeah.
no way you're doing over 200 miles an hour. And I said, yeah, like I'm doing like 240. He goes, you should get that checked out. Like, anyway, I'm like, yeah, like 241 kilometers an hour. He goes, what the fuck is a kilometer?
Dude,
And I'm
I
like-
almost fell over
It was
laughing
like,
so hard.
it was like so genuine. Like,
He was so serious. He was like, what the fuck is a kilometer?
yeah. And then
Just like so confused. Like,
and I'm like, oh my God,
right.
like
you have
American.
no idea.
I'm like, this is so funny. So I'm like, oh yeah, like 130 mile an hour. He goes, oh yeah, that makes way more sense.
Yeah.
And
He's
so
like,
we're laughing about that, right? And
That
then
was awesome.
Then we were talking about how, because then it got really warm again.
Yeah,
So we were
the-
talking about the heat. I'm like, oh my God, we just had to put up with this back in Ontario. And then that's when the whole summer tire, snow tire thing came
Right,
up.
and then
So-
the cool suits.
But so, well,
Yeah.
Yeah,
so we're talking about how hot it is. And we're like, yeah, like it was like 40 degrees when we left home. And he goes, 40?
That's cold.
he goes,
And I'm like,
"That's
yeah.
snowing."
He goes, it's got to be over 100. And we're like, yeah, like it was like 40 at home. Because like we can fluently know, well, if it's like 40 degrees, it's like over 100.
Yeah, it's
Like,
105.
roughly, right? So it's like, he's like, yeah, like it's over 100 degrees. Like, and this time he was like genuinely kind of baffled. We're like, yeah, 40 degrees Celsius. And he just goes, what the fuck is a kilometer?
It's funny. No, he was good shit.
But then then Bronson and his buddies came over and they're talking about, oh yeah, it's so hot, it's nice to have the cool suit.
cool
we're,
suit.
We're talking about the cool suit, and he goes, oh, I guess you guys wouldn't really need it because like it's kind of cold up in Canada, eh? And so you ran with the joke, and you were like, oh yeah, like we got to put the snow tires back on the RV when
On our
we're
way
almost
home.
home. He's like, and the
Really?
guy's like, yeah, that makes sense. And he kind of thinks about it for a second. His thought process almost went, wait, where would they keep the snow tires for an RV? And like, how would you change those? Like, he didn't think like he's fucking with me. He was thinking like
Logically.
Yeah.
he goes, no, they would probably just wait till they're at home to put snow tires on. And it's like, no, like it's the same weather. Like,
the same weather as you.
yeah. Well, and then there was the other guy that came up to me. He goes, oh, you're the guy from Canada. I'm like, yeah. He goes, man.
Wow.
He goes, that's insane. Like, that's
That's
so
awesome.
far.
That's a nice.
And I'm kind of thinking to myself, like, yeah, like
Yeah.
it is, say, the farthest event I've driven to, but because, we've never left Ontario with the car before, I'm thinking, like, yeah, like, and just for reference, like, our drive was, like, what, 7.5 hours? Like, it was
we
not.
asked where he's from.
And then I'm like, yeah, I guess it's pretty long. He goes, yeah, like, I couldn't imagine, like, my drive was kind of long, but I couldn't imagine coming from Canada. I'm like, how long was your drive? He's like, oh, it was 21 hours. I'm like, mine was 7. And he, like, genuinely didn't understand that.
Was that
like,
the old guy?
No, he was, like, a younger guy,
Yeah,
like, just some random.
Competitor.
But he came from, like, southern Texas. So it's like, you're way farther than we are.
Remember the old guy in the yellow that came over?
Yeah, that was funny, too. Him
like-
and his son were in the rush cars or whatever, right? Are you
Yeah,
talking
the
about that guy?
No,
Son?
that was
No.
no different guy. It was just like a spectator. Like
Oh,
the
yes,
old guy with the
yes.
yellow, and he looks and he goes, "That's not right." And I was like, "What?" I was so confused. He just like walks away. I was like, "What the fuck's that?"
Yeah.
He walks back. He goes, "Is this your car, son?" To Brad, and Brad's like, "Yeah." He goes, "All right, it's all right then. I just watched you go." Because like he walks by and he looks. He goes, "What?" And then like he was like not far away from us, and he comes back. He goes, "I just watched it go." It's like,
There you go.
Yeah, like he just, I don't even know what was going through his mind, but whatever it was mind-boggling.
yeah, he's like, "Oh yeah, this is a Miata," and then it comes off the track, and it's like,
that's what it was. Right off the bat, he goes, he was like, where are you from? He's like, Ontario. He goes, yeah, okay. What kind of car is this? We're like, Mazda Miata. He goes, that's not right. He just walks away.
Right.
And it's like, well, we're not lying to you. Like, what do you mean that's not right? He comes back, he goes, that's not a Miata motor, right? Like, no, it's a Chevy V8. He goes, huh, and walks away.
Yeah.
And then I do another session.
Yeah.
Yeah, do another session, come back, he goes, watched it go. Works pretty good. And just walked away again.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, thank
And
you.
it's not
What a
like
beauty, eh?
It's not like we were close to like
No.
where they were spectating. Like that guy purposely came back to say that.
Exactly.
To you. He had
yes.
nothing better to
No.
do.
Yeah, that was funny. But yeah, so the whole what the fuck's a kilometer?
Yeah,
oh
that was
my
good.
god, so
That
then
was
a funny
awesome.
joke because like the first time when he said it was just like so like unscripted. Like it just took us back, like as if you just said like that was awesome, like perfect.
That was pretty funny.
Yeah, but yeah, then just because our day, the nice thing with that was well, I mean, I guess even here, like a CSCS event technically is over around like 5:30. Just we usually have a 3-hour drive home. Whereas there, it's like, oh, we're done at like my last session on day 2 is at like 4:00. So like we'll make an early dinner and have a couple drinks and hang it in the pit.
Yeah,
Like,
and
it was
it's
awesome.
like we had to clean up, but we didn't have to like clean up. It's like okay, like leave the
Yeah.
car under
No,
the tent.
we genuinely just had like a few hours to kill before thinking about going to bed.
Going to
like,
bed.
Yeah, but it was sweet because like you can relax and like not worry about like packing everything up and then sitting in the truck and like being like, oh, I have to go to work tomorrow. It's like, fuck, we get to go
It's like,
scootering
oh my
somewhere.
god, we get to do this
Right.
again tomorrow.
Adventures.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when I found, I do like checkered flags.
yeah. You're an insane person.
Yeah. But yeah, that.
And
yeah.
then we should touch on our neighbor Darius,
Yeah.
who's is a Detroit cop. He was awesome, and when you bumped him,
Yeah. So
we were
so
hurrying
this was
back.
This was day 3,
yeah,
late in the day, right? Because day 2,
No, it was right in the
No.
morning.
no, in the morning.
It was
oh,
right in the morning you bumped.
Right.
You bumped him.
Oh, right, from the previous day.
Yeah.
So
Because now you got bumped. We had to get back quicker because you were in a separate.
either way, I was in C class, he was in B class, but I was working my way up of C, and he was towards the bottom of B. And then we saw that I was in B class towards the end.
Really?
I think I was the last guy of B class. Right, I was starting day
Yeah,
3 because the last
That's
place
a
of B.
dope photo. Insert that photo. I'll send it to you.
Okay.
It's a good photo.
So
send me all this stuff.
yeah.
Stuff he sent. Tell
we
me.
need another
Yeah, right here.
Yeah.
and insert photo here.
Right here.
Here.
Right here.
We're still working on perfecting the editing process.
Bradley! Did we do a Bradley counter in that?
No, I should have done a Bradley counter.
Oh, there was quite a few of them. Well, and then
I
all the
didn't
takes
even-
that, like, because he would do a take for Snapchat.
Yeah.
Then you'd do a take for, like, other Snapchats that, like, he may have needed to add something to, like,
Something
let's say it was
funny.
going to the girls versus going to the boys.
Right.
We're 2 different Snapchats.
Right.
And then there was the one for the GoPro.
Right.
And then there's usually at least one more.
So how many times did you hear your full name?
Every
out?
session,
5 times?
5 or 6 times.
And at first it wasn't on purpose,
But then it.
and then it
and
just
then
like
it just kind of,
became funny.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because like the third time it happened, he's like, "Why are you saying my full name?" And I was like, "I'm not sure," but it was pretty funny because I think the first time it did happen, I like rolled up on the scooter and I
It
was
was like
like,
we giggled.
"Bradley!" and I like
yeah.
fall into the car.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I've worked my way up. I'm in the I'm the slowest guy of B class, and the whole weekend so far, Darius was in B class. So we saw that I was the last one and he was the first one of C. So they call C, and we're sitting around. We can see him sitting in the trailer, like finishing his coffee. He doesn't even have a suit on or anything. And we're like, "Oh yeah, you should probably get ready." He goes, "No, they just called C class," and we were kind of like,
You
Yep.
should probably get ready.
and he's like, and he kind of like, wait a second. And he pulls his phone and he goes, "You fuckers, coming from Canada, now you're taking my spots." Like,
Yeah, that was funny.
so then,
So what did he real quick?
so
Yeah.
he scrambles into his suit. He's like buckling up his helmet. I think the last thing he said getting in his car was like, "What the fuck's a kilometer?" Closes the door and drives away, kind of thing.
drives away, comes back not after a full session, flat tire.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah,
I said, okay, well, that's the valve stem was like ripped. I was like, that's really annoying and not an easy fix because that bead has to be broken.
yeah,
Unfortunately, we can't do that right now. And he's like, well, I'm leaving anyways. Loads the car. And
yeah. By the
drove
time we
away.
got like, I did my session and came back to, he was pretty much gone.
Yeah.
I think he waited in the truck just to say
Just say
goodbye.
goodbye to you,
And
yeah.
I parked, said goodbye, and he drove away.
Wow.
He was very much so ready to go.
Yeah. Well, he slept in
He slept in his trailer
on an air mattress.
in 42-degree weather.
105.
105,
105
sorry.
in the
The
shade.
42 is cold.
Yeah. But yeah, so then I was in B class, and then my last session out. Oh, well, we should touch on day 2, late in the day when it was a million degrees. I'm driving, so
Go ahead.
I think we touch on this in the video. I was complaining the car was breaking up a bit, and
Yes.
in the video I think we're hypothesizing like we thought maybe the fuel was boiling,
Yeah.
things like that, because like it was breaking up and like fair and square, like the car was running cold in terms of like coolant temps and oil temps, but it was so hot, like a million degrees. I was dying inside. Anyway, so I'm driving and I'm the straightaway there is so long that I'm full throttle for so long that the trans tunnel burnt my foot through my shoe. And I'm like kind of being dramatic about it, and they're kind of like, oh yeah, sure, whatever. I put my sock off and all my skin's in the sock, like completely blistered the whole side of my foot. Like it was that hot out. But the car, well, barely, I guess it was breaking up a little bit, but the car barely missed a beat.
Another battery.
Another battery.
And
So
I said to him,
note to selves,
Yeah.
we need
Chargers.
the battery packs for
Battery
all of them.
packs.
I said to him the other day, I said, should we do something on this trans tunnel so it doesn't boil your foot again?
While it's here?
Well,
I said,
while it's apart
yeah,
right
yeah.
here.
Absolutely not.
And he
No.
goes, no, absolutely not. I'll deal with hot feet. I was like, okay.
I'd rather hot
What,
feet
for
than a pound of
the
sand anyway.
ounces that some boom mat might
We
help?
spent
but
so much time getting
taking
rid
that
of
shit off, now we're putting it back on?
No way.
No way.
What were we?
For reference, the Miata's 25 feet that way as a shell at the moment.
Yeah.
There's a motor and trans in it.
Oh yeah, it's right.
Yeah.
There's
And it
one.
is.
As of, like-
It could be a shell if you want it to be. What were we talking about
you
before
know
the
the
heat wrap? Oh, yes.
Burn
So
your foot.
we'll wrap this up because we are extending
To an hour?
to an hour, maybe a little longer. Bradley's last session of the day, he goes, I think I'm going to come off. I'm not going to tell you why, but something's wrong, and I'm not telling
radioed.
you.
I'm like halfway down the straightaway.
And you let out of it.
So I come into China Beach and then just like let out of it.
Yeah.
And you called me out over the radio. You said, what's wrong? I said, nothing. And you're like, why? And this is like, I had just finished a full warm up. This was my first hot lap of the
yeah.
last session of the weekend. And I let out of it. And so you're like, what's wrong? And I said, nothing. I think I'm just done. And you're like, what do you mean you're done?
Yeah.
I'm like, I'll explain. And so you're like, well, what's wrong? And I'm like, I'll explain later. Because I didn't want to say over the radio, my entire steering column fell out of the car.
Right, because your mom, like Connie had a radio, and we definitely did not want her
Well,
being...
we took separate radios, you and I.
About that. Yeah, I forgot
Yeah,
you
because
told me
Connie,
about that.
Connie and I had different radios. So I had a radio with green tape on it. Connie had a radio, so those two talked. So like Connie and I could talk, but she couldn't hear Brad. Or maybe she did have a Brad radio, and we
I think
didn't talk.
Like,
in
I
that.
think the argument was because the track was so big, if like it was a problem where like if you tried to talk from one spot of the track
Yeah.
to you, it would make mine static and vice versa.
Yeah.
So we're like, okay, one radio like is for us to communicate, the other ones are to listen. And then you guys had a radio to talk to each other that didn't bug me.
Yeah,
So,
I think that's what
yeah,
we did.
it's just like we were having like a static issue, so we're like, screw it, we'll just use two sets of radios. One for the girls to talk to the boys, and one for everybody to listen to me.
To you, yeah.
But yeah, I called him. I remember that because I was at the little carousel thing, and I called him, and I was like, "What are you doing? Like, what's wrong? Nothing's wrong." And then he giggled, and I was like, "You piece of shit! I know something's fucking wrong." And then he's going slow, and I'm like, "Okay, something's seriously wrong." So I jump on my scooter, and I don't say anything on the radio because I don't want to stress Connie out. And I was like, "Something's wrong." And he goes, "What?" And I was like, "I don't know," but he giggled and then hasn't answered me and told me he'll tell me in a minute. So we come back to the trailer, and I'm standing there waiting like...
Was this not on any GoPro footage?
No.
In the very last session of the day, I think we were getting tired and lazy of the GoPro. So I was
100%.
The GoPro footage is the only footage that references that is you come off, you go, I'm coming off, I'll see you in a minute.
Yeah.
Right as you're at pit exit.
Yeah, and then he just like... he
can't
pulls
even tell
up,
on
and
the
he just
footage.
goes
Like,
like this.
No,
He just
because
goes
it
like
was
this.
because it was
And I'm
in
like,
and out. Yeah.
"You're lying, you fucking
Like 'cause
guy."
from my GoPro footage, looking at the steering wheel, I'm sure it looks like it probably just had a little wiggle.
Yeah, but, like, the whole column
the whole-
did this.
The whole thing would push forward and unhook, and I could have had the steering wheel in my lap if I wanted to.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
it was criminal. And then he's like, well, when did that happen? And then we didn't want to tell him, but we noticed, was it in the morning? Or the last
Well,
session
no,
or
I
the
was
second
leaving
day?
the pits, and you
When
guys
we-
both saw my exhaust was broken off.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
we didn't say don't. I said, Tonks, come here, and I go, but don't say anything. It's just gonna
Another one.
one.
That's fine. We don't need that one.
Yeah, I said don't say anything. It's just gonna throw them off. We did our walk around, and I
Yeah.
pointed
Good
at
to
Tonks.
go.
It was like, it's
It
the end
used
of
to
the
have
day.
dual exhaust, but it only had one.
It's a dirty single now.
Yeah.
It had
So-
one exhaust and the one air duct was all melted off.
Oh yeah.
Oh
that's
yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So anyways, so we didn't say anything. It went out. No big deal. Like it still exited fine and
Like
everything.
functionally, like it was only the tailpipe, like from
Yeah.
the axle.
It
back.
did
just
sound
dumped over
slightly
the-
different,
It
though.
did sound slightly different.
Remember that? Coming
Yeah.
like I
Yeah,
guess
we
that'd
could
been
hear
turn one.
difference.
Like coming around turn one, it did sound slightly
And like
different.
in hindsight, yeah, it did sound different. But like if you told me, I'd be all wigged out about it. But but it was like, it kind of sounds different. And then my steering wheel broke, and then
He was kind of mad at us for not telling him. Remember that?
A little bit.
I was.
But then
I
the-
couldn't believe you betrayed me.
Yeah,
But
you're
then
like,
the guy does his lap, in the
Yeah,
truck.
we went and saw him.
And he comes back and he goes, "This might belong to you," and it's the aluminum exhaust
still-
pipe with a crunch right through it.
Yeah.
Do we still have it?
It's
in the
down
back?
there. It's down there.
Oh my god.
insert-
BRB.
So he comes by and he goes, "This might belong to you guys." And yeah, sure enough, it's Bradley's exhaust with a big dirty crease in it. So it came up and somebody drove right into
like
it
somebody's splitter hit that at 140 miles an hour,
and creased.
and it just like punted. And he said, yeah, it was just like not like off track very far, but like the the big black
Oh,
square
yeah.
thing, it was just like melted from the
Must have got
exhaust.
rid of it.
So I'm assuming it was there, and then it just like melted, got smaller, and then just blew out. But the exhaust broke from tow truck driver at DDT
Right. Right.
is what we came.
We
to
don't have the
conclusion.
actual chunk that shows like the very clear half-inch plywood dent from somebody's splitter
Okay.
in the side
Aw.
of it.
But yeah, somebody nailed it. He brought it back to us. We laughed and none the wiser. And that was you moved up to the middle of B, which was awesome. Never
Yeah.
being there, going from the bottom of D to the middle of B, and then it drove onto the trailer.
and that was
Yeah.
that.
We winched onto the trailer.
Yeah, it was awesome. Yeah, it was awesome.
I could tell by editing the footage though, like the last clip at the track of your like conclusion of the whole thing, I think was like your summary from day one was the two of you for about 4 minutes going at it. Your summary for the end of the whole thing was like 52 seconds.
I don't even.
end to
I don't
end.
even think we filmed anything on the way home.
No, that was it. That
We
was
had
the
so much energy on the way there.
Yeah, and well, we were
Nothing on
so
the way
tired
home.
because
Oh,
you got to
yeah.
think we didn't have great sleeps, and then we were just
We
excited.
were at karaoke all night.
We didn't go to.
We weren't
karaoke.
allowed at karaoke.
I know. I was allowed. I got to go ahead.
No, you didn't.
No, remember we all get back from the shower and said we're going to karaoke, and Erica was like, "The
Okay,
fuck
yeah.
you are?"
Yeah,
and
she's
you're like,
like,
"I
"No,
still
you-"
need to go shower."
Well, I had to go. You guys didn't. I did though. I didn't get
Anyway.
told not to.
Well, you weren't going to go to karaoke by yourself.
No.
Yeah. And the whole
You can
consent-
do what you want. You're
Well,
an
no.
adult.
Okay, no, it's
Yeah,
not
well,
like
I
she.
wasn't going by myself. and
I
you
would've
wouldn't-
went with you.
You wouldn't come with me.
No,
Yes,
it
I
was.
would.
It was one of those like.
No, he
It's
already was on the
11:30. We're all
Benjamin.
gassed, and tomorrow I'm the first one on track. Yeah, you're probably not
probably-
wrong about
yeah.
taking it easy.
getting some sleep.
But also, we could have missed out on like some crazy karaoke at the dyno.
I did.
Yeah.
I did see some after footage, and it looked like a blast.
Oh, 100%.
Some people
100%.
did post that.
The place
Yeah.
was like
we
'cause
would have
when
been
we
up
went
till
by,
3 o'clock in the
when
morning.
we went by, there was like
it was 9:30,
like it was like 9:30, but it was also like maybe a dozen people.
and they had sample plan just
but
full
then
volume.
but then we went to Bronson's and hung out with Bronson for a bit.
right,
Then went to shower.
filled the beer
On the way-
can on the throttle bodies.
Yeah. And then
What's that?
All his single throttle bodies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Bronson,
then
yeah.
came back from the showers, and on the way back from the shower at like now it's like 11 o'clock, and it was bumping, but we were both like,
Was it that late?
it was pretty late because we were like touring.
Yeah, I don't really remember.
And again, thank God for the scooters because that was a large venue, and it was
And thank God for
42
AC.
degrees.
Thank God
Yeah.
for AC.
You would have walked to the shower, had a shower, and just sweated like crazy coming back to our trailer.
Oh, you
Would've-
would have died on the way back to the trailer. You would have had to sleep in the shower.
It was far. Like
Yeah, that was a
it was a
hike.
fucking kilometer.
Like it might have been.
Oh yeah, it was easy a kilometer to those showers.
But fair and square, those showers were like the nicest venue showers I've ever seen.
Yeah, because we didn't know that because there was no spectators and it wasn't a festival, so it was a great first event because it was not busy.
Yeah.
We hope to go to Gingerman and it's a
Midwest
3-day
Fest.
thing, Midwest, and it's a festival, and I like checkered flags.
And red pants.
Yeah.
You psycho.
Oh, one thing we'll just touch on quickly, which was kind of funny. James was in the GL GT, and then do you remember the piss missile? The yellow vet.
Yeah.
You didn't even finish your point there. He won it.
James won it.
You just said he was in it.
Oh no, James,
You
James
made me
won,
touch on it. James won the GLGT,
and then
and then
the
the
talking about
coolest
the
car the whole
C3
weekend.
C3 piss missile.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
awesome.
So it was like very similar to Dave's Corvette, but
Well,
yellow.
it was vintage
ran.
spec, so it was like
Like a vintage Can-Am.
yeah, like
Yeah,
it was
but
a very
it ran
it
in
was
the
very
tra-
built to the rules of
That's
like
awesome.
the 80s.
That's
so.
awesome.
What did he say? He ran in the Trans Am series?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it was like
Full race.
carbureted big block,
But
like
so it was
side
in
dumps,
the it was
loud.
in the GLGC or GLTC.
Was it dog box?
Or no, GT,
No,
sorry,
it
yes.
was GT.
no, it was normal tranny.
No, it was dog box, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like a 3-speed dog box or
That-
something.
Yeah,
weird.
it was a
like,
dog box.
Was
'cause
it?
Remember? Yeah, he came
He was
in
just
and
like
was
banging gears, but like
yeah, it was sick.
like carbureted, small like
No, it was big block.
no board and stroke, small block.
No,
Are you sure?
yeah, we went over because I
Yeah, no,
remember
I'm
the
pretty
hood
sure he
was
said-
open and I said, "Oh, look, it's big block," and he goes,
Maybe.
"Because no, he said it was supposed to be a small block, but he wanted it era or like proper, so he put a big block in it,
Right. Either way, the thing just
and it was so loud,
like a fully built race car
cool.
on old technology.
Yeah,
so like
it was cool.
and it wasn't all fast.
not fast, but put on a show.
But just
He's
cool.
and he's like, it's like understeering out of the corner, snaps to oversteer, makes all the right noises. Last place by a lap.
You know, he got
Unfortunately.
lapped.
He got lapped. James lapped.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
like,
But
James,
just having the
AJ,
best
but
time.
just looking the best out
What
there.
was Buddy's name in the brand new C8? Him.
Oh,
But like AJ
Yeah.
Hartman in the
in the Mustang, in the all
SN
carbon Mustang.
like New Edge,
Ooh.
all carbon,
Yeah,
3.5 EcoBoost,
yeah, that
sequential,
was a cool car.
Yeah, it was cool.
What?
super sick,
Fast.
like super fast, super sick. Because it's
And
like
all the carbons like done by him, like
super cool car.
home built.
So like
It was cool.
same motor that's in that Lincoln, but in a what would you call that car? 2,200 pounds, maybe.
25.
Like it, like I don't know, but like it was pretty gutted.
Yeah.
like,
And,
gutted
like-
in all carbon.
Yeah.
It's sick.
And fast and like
Well, I
he was
guess it,
keeping up
no,
with
I guess it
James.
wouldn't be that late because it'd be the spec rules, but it'd be right at the spec
Right,
rules
yeah.
of whatever GT.
It would have
is.
to be
Huh.
super cool.
You doing
But
that
anyway,
to
so that was
yours?
pretty entertaining to see.
Hmm?
But yeah,
You doing that to yours then?
yeah.
Saving it for
Piss-
drag racing.
Piss missile was hilarious.
The piss missile was hilarious.
James Houghton put on a show.
Buddy,
Chris
at
Boersma did awesome.
Yep, Boersma did great.
Yeah.
Bronson
Bronson
got
did-
what, third in our class, fourth.
Fourth, I think.
No,
I don't think he podiumed.
Alan Patton.
No, he left
Jackie
early.
Dang.
Remember? He.
Well, I know he had to leave early.
Yeah, no, he didn't. Wasn't there for the end.
No, he was like fourth or fifth, if not farther down.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like I was only eighth, and I was like 2 seconds behind him.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah, we'll check.
Patton,
We'll have to look.
Patton. I thought it was Patton Ding Bronson.
I don't think so.
Anyway,
There's something else in
Anyway.
there. No,
whatever.
that black
pumping his
C6.
tires.
There's that black C6. Remember, we're like, what the hell's wrong with that
Oh,
thing?
the one we kept thinking was Darius and then wasn't. Yeah,
Right.
He kept pranking us.
No, Darius was a C7.
No, Darius
There's
is a C6.
C6.
The one
His
next
A
friend.
C6 Grand Sport.
The one next to you guys was a black C6.
His car's a C7. No, his car's C5
Yeah, so
Right.
his car that he
that he wrecked at Mid-O. At Gingerman.
Carolina,
At
At a
North
At a
Carolina.
Gridlife event.
at an event.
At an event.
One.
And the other guy in the C8 that was in the GLGT.
T. Yeah.
Him and James would be leading one race, and then
Yeah,
that was a good
pretty
competition.
exciting.
Well, and it came down to whoever
The
won
first
the last
corner,
one.
the first corner.
So what did it work out? I think
James got a point for qualifying,
James
that's why he won.
podiumed, or not podiumed, qualified first,
Yeah.
but got beat. Then James started second and beat him.
Yeah, whoever
then
started
started
second won the
first and
race.
got beat, and then started second and beat him. So it worked out that they traded points all weekend. That it was James's qualifying that gave him the like 1 point extra or whatever it worked out to be.
Yeah, we figured it, remember? Because
It was like- it was like gonna be a tie.
Whoever had the outside through China Beach
Yeah,
every single
because they
time.
were so even, wildly different cars, perfectly matched. Whoever had the outside of China Beach
Got it.
lost.
Yes.
Lost. Like whoever was in second place,
Yeah.
got the inside of China Beach and won.
Yeah.
Is how the whole weekend went.
Yeah, it was pretty entertaining to watch.
Right,
I mean,
sounds-
there's
All of it was good.
rush
the
cars
Rush-
were super cool.
Yeah, there's like 50 rush cars.
Even the couple of Sunday Cup cars were cool.
Well, it was hilarious.
that little
like,
orange Miata with the K-swap in it. Remember we were talking to him?
Oh, that
Yeah,
was fast.
that was
that
cool.
thing was moving. He
Yeah.
was in...
He was in Street Mod.
Yeah, but he was in Group A with, like, everybody.
Yeah.
Like, he was in
Like,
the
he was
fast
faster
group.
than me. Yeah,
He
he
was
was
fast.
like down a class and faster than me. Like, yeah,
That was
I
all
think
good.
sick.
Oh, then we got a big group picture with all the Miatas.
With all the Miatas, that was
how many were
hilarious.
there? Like 21 or something?
Yeah, there was
Something
a lot of
silly.
them.
Like
That was
21
so many
Miatas. That was
So many
And then
Miata.
some-
You've never heard so many Miata jokes in your life.
Then some dickhead did a burnout in the middle of everybody, and
Yeah, so Bronson leaves, and like, so he has, how's it, he has no flywheel? So his car, it's super weird. We'll talk about it later. His car is super hard to drive, so he leaves and like kind of chirps the tires. And
oh
Brad's
yeah,
like,
like I think he just has a super light. It's gonna be me this year, but super lightweight flywheel. So it's like,
no, he has no flywheel.
well, he would.
Anyways,
Anyway,
we'll figure this
that
out. So he leaves and like kind of chirps the tires because like it's hard to drive.
Yeah.
So we're
not
all
quick.
standing there, and I was like,
But like
"You
very much.
burnout pussy!" And he literally like dumps the clutch and smokes tires,
Second
and
gear.
everybody's like, "Oh, what the fuck? We're not supposed to be doing burnouts up here."
Yeah.
And there's just like 11s down like the main entrance to the track.
Kind of a dickhead maneuver on my part. Everybody was like, "Hey, just keep in mind, like, after hours, we're not supposed to be doing anything dumb." And we're like, "Haha, of course." And then Bronson, like, his car kicks to life and he chirps the tire and leaves. And then I think one of the other ones left before me as well.
The blue one.
And kind of like, oh, and kind of. So I'm like,
You talk shit.
so
We just shake our head and drive by on the
Tonks-
scooter. I'm
I
like,
think
"Do
for
a
whatever
burnout,
reason
pussy."
we had radios with us.
Yeah, we did have
So
the
Tonk
radios.
is like, do a burnout, and puts a radio down. He goes, and literally immediately shakes his head against me, like tells me to do the burnout, and then goes, "This dickhead's gonna do a burnout."
I'm talking to people. It was so funny. They're like,
Do a burnout.
yeah.
Like, don't.
So naturally, I fired up, roll, because like we're in a
grass.
with a massive horseshoe on the lawn,
Right.
and everybody's in an opposite horseshoe looking at the cars. So we kind of like just like the humans spread apart just enough for us drivers to start going between them. So I get right between everybody, hit the chip, second gear, dump the clutch, and left like 100 yards of 11s, and just like disappear into a cloud of smoke. And everybody's like, "Come on, man!"
It was so funny.
You were doing probably 50 kilometers an hour and you weren't even moving.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And then what? Just went back to the trailer.
Yeah.
park?
Oh yeah, and then
Park
just
the
parked
car.
it.
You should have heard the rocks hit the inner fenders for 6 hours after that. Like, he's driving to the trailer, and it's just like,
Because like we're on
What
like
is
some
happening?
random service road, so it's like, oops, I guess I did get them a little warm in a split second.
yeah, it was pretty funny.
Just yeah, it was so awesome.
Do a burnout. This guy's good.
Yeah, this guy's gonna do a burnout. The people with their oh, it was Justin's dog. The dog right there on the photo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right there. See
That
the
dog, and I was
dog
like, oh, I feel
sticker?
bad for the dog, and the dog's like chasing the car.
Death.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good time. Coming home, uneventful, no problem. We did our Walmart.
Yeah, we
Stop
slept at the
again.
Walmart again.
Again.
So we
I got my Uncle
left the
Sam
track, went to like a Walmart in the similar area.
Erie, PA.
Yeah, and then had the drive home.
And I remember
Oh, we would stop at the Big Indian.
the Big Indian, yes, which had like the cigar shop,
The
and
whole
commode or-
humidor room.
yeah, humidor, whatever it is, and all the everything.
The Big Indian.
Yeah.
Big Indian. Like it's like for like kilometers.
Yeah.
For so long, like for towns and towns, it's like, oh, wait just 3 more stops and you can make it to the Big Indian. Then you get to like a little town and it's like, why stop here if you could stop at the Big Indian? It's
Well,
like,
we stopped where we drove by it on the way there, and I was like, we are for sure stopping here on the way home. And they're all like, why? And I was like, I don't know. It's
know,
called the
cool.
Big Indian.
Like,
Why
You
not?
have to.
like how can you not?
And it was a big
like,
parking
fair,
lot.
Fair and square, big open parking lot, big open gas pumps, cheap gas. What was it? It was like it was
think
something
it was-
dumb, like $1.80 like a gallon.
Gallon, yeah.
Wow.
It was like it was under $2 a gallon, and like
Like it worked out
Two
to,
towns
it
over
worked out
is
to be like
$3.
90 cents a liter, let's say.
Wow.
It's like how can we not?
yeah, and
Man,
that thing
you got to
was a pig
stop
on
at the
fuel.
Big Indian.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, and they had so many weird trinkets. It was sick.
yeah.
So which one are you doing next year?
Gingerman, we're planning Gingerman.
Gingerman,
So
lime rock.
Gingerman in whatever it's called,
Michigan.
Michigan.
Michigan, Midwest Fest. That's the
Midwest
original,
Fest.
the first
Chicago?
one.
OG.
No,
No, it was
Michigan.
either
It's
that-
not in Chicago. That's
No,
the
he said
place.
that or Chicago. No, I'm thinking if
What's in Chicago?
Chicago.
well, Chicagoland.
Is it on
They're
there?
not. They're
No,
not doing
no,
that
there
this
this
year.
no.
year.
All I'm correcting is
Oh.
Scully said, "What about Chicago?" And you said, "No, we're not going to Chicago."
Yeah, no.
No, we're going.
We're
to
not going to Chicago.
But anyway,
No event
it's either
there.
that or I would still like to do Lime Rock.
I think we should do both.
Well, of course.
Yes.
And then next year we'll do every event.
We'll all quit our jobs. And just
Include-
do
Well,
that.
and then the
Laguna
year
Seca.
after that, we'll already all live in America, so we have to do
it all
every event.
figured out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Where are we living in America?
wherever the hell we
Dill pickles are.
I don't know. It'd be if I was to move to America, it'd have to be say close enough to Laguna Seca and Sigurd of the Americas.
Laguna Seca is too close to California.
Too
No, but you
close
don't,
to
have to, you
California.
don't have to live in California.
No, but
Fucking right up.
no, but I want to be somewhere where we can.
We're not
drive down to
welcome in
Texas.
California.
Tony, believe it or not, like, your name does not cross my mind. I mean, to think, oh yeah, him, California. Mm-hmm.
Right. Tomater, maybe.
That's his alter ego.
Like I'll go there for a picture, but that's it.
Right.
But it'd have to be south and warm.
Right. So near
If
Texas,
it's nor-
so we
if
can
it's
still
north,
drive to
we
Laguna
can-
Seca.
Deal with it.
Because Sigurd
I'll
of the
deal
Americas
with-
would be sick.
Segra to, what are you gonna drive at Segra to the Americas?
What do you mean?
You can't take your car on that track.
Why? It's too big.
That track's way too big for that car.
Worry about that.
Don't take driving lessons from Jackie Ding at Segra to the Americas.
No, at Laguna Seca.
Right, Laguna Segra, don't do that either.
No. Oh, unbelievable.
Should we
Anyway, we should,
Should we wrap this up?
This it's probably approaching 2 hours.
2026 Gridlife plan is Gingerman,
For sure.
and we would like to do Lime Rock because apparently Lime Rock is like the best event. But I think I'd rather drive at Gingerman than drive at Lime Rock, from what I know.
From
Not
the
that I
simulator.
like. Obviously, Lime Rock would be awesome. They're all awesome, but I think knowing what I know about how the ticket sales are going to be and whatnot, I think it's more realistic to plan for Gingerman.
Well, yeah, that's the other thing. Like Gingerman
'Cause
is,
last year, like-
is the OG. Like it's the first one. It's Midwest Fest, so it's probably going to sell out.
Well, it's going
Fast
to
too,
sell
but Lime
fast,
Rock's-
but Lime Rock sold out the fastest last year.
Lime Rock does sell it the fastest because like it is close for a lot of people, and
Yeah.
it's also like pretty cool. Like
It's in the. Is that the one like in the
In
mountains?
the mountains,
Yeah.
yeah.
Seen
like
pictures.
like Dill says,
But it's
like
a small,
Lime Rock's
it's a small track. It's like a
breathtaking.
50-something second
Yeah,
lap
It's a
time.
quick lap. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like it's insane.
We got a lot of Gran Turismo hours on that track.
Oh yeah. Anyway,
all right.
so for anybody still listening,
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Oh my God, is that camera still on? Can you see the red blinky light?
No.
No.
Oh, do you have your red blinky light turned off?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, thank God.
Yes.
Eric, if you're still
Titanic.
listening, I'm sorry, but it's your fault. We didn't
Anyway,
get to go
anybody
to-
who's still tuned in,
Karaoke.
uh,
was
thank you for
loud.
watching the Super Killer Wicked podcast,
episode 2.
episode 2. Unless it's not, then don't believe us.
Yeah.
If it's not
Who
episode 2,
cares?
it might be 3 or 4.
Or yeah.
Well, it'll probably be 3 if it's not 2, but it's probably going to be 2. Anyway,
All right. Thank you
your
for
breath.
watching this episode.